My muscles. My muscles, they ache. Not my legs though, my legs are pretty good. My back, my shoulders, my arms. Everything waist up basically is in pain. But it's fine, I have cookies. Hello everyone. Hopefully we're doing fantastically well today. Hello TV, hello Adaver. Hopefully we're doing fantastically well. But yes. I'm in some pain. Also, where's game audio? Oh yeah, it's doing that thing, isn't it? Wait. Why can't I hear anything? Right, hold on, I can't hear anything and I don't know why. Oh wait, I know why. It's because I was playing on my thingamajiggy yesterday, wasn't I? Yeah! Off stream, I was playing VR. Because I've not played VR in ages and I got bored and I miss playing VR. Right, it's fine. We'll get started again. Hold on. Also, I have cookies. They are... What have we got? Belgian white chocolate and raspberry. Honestly, they're overrated. They're very floury and slightly overcooked on the outside, but like undercooked on the inside. They're very disappointing. But they'll do. They'll do. But yes, hopefully we're doing good endeavor. Hopefully we're doing good TV. We're going to play some more Avowed once I know that the game's actually working. It should work anyway. Also, wow, my arms are sore. But yes, I've had an interesting little day today. So I have. Apologies for the very slightly running late on the stream as well. We started maybe 2-3 minutes later than we normally would. Yeah, I keep forgetting to move the modem. I'm genuinely getting sick of the modem. The internet situation is unsustainable. Unsustainable. I have another 2 weeks to wait. It's going to be 2 weeks on Wednesday I get them installed. Hey, now I can hear. But yeah, it's going to be 2 weeks tomorrow. 2 weeks on Wednesday. Yeah. 2 weeks on Wednesday they get installed. I've got 15 megabit upload. 15. It's monstrous. It's abominable. It's fine. Right. We are... Ooh, we're level 10. So we are. That's fun. Wow, we've been making a lot of progress in this game. I'm still having fun with it. I think, like, new environment is definitely making this more interesting as well. This place is just so pretty. Look at it. So pretty and blue. Okay, not blue, it's purple. I can't colors today for some reason. Right. Let's see what I've got going on here. Hello there, Captain Althea.
Emperor's envoy. Come to interfere in Steel Garrote business again?
You know it. Let's see. Depends. Are you doing something that requires my interference?
Certainly not. Besides, I have no more business in fuel. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy.
Well, metaphysically speaking, it's unlikely that animancers are causing this plague.
While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, envoy. The Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests when the time comes.
I'm sure it will. What are you talking about?
We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
Okay, so I'm definitely...
As a broadside.
It really is, isn't she?
Subtle means something different outside of Solace.
He's being sarcastic. Also, this place is very different, I do have to say. It's a lot more chill, and I'm not sure if it's just because of the time of day. Things feel so quiet. Oh my god, that's so pretty. A whole tree growing out of one of those. That's great. Cooked food. This place is just so cozy. It's just the coziest little corner. You just hopped. Why did you hop? You had no reason to hop. Oh, and we've got someone with a quest over here. Hello there, Rosanna Fallow.
Oh, you startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here.
I'm holding you personally
The failing
responsible.
crops, the strange beasts, and even the dream scourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead.
Okay. That's an interesting take. Yeah, there's no way you can be responsible for the problems facing Fior.
Oh, sure. I can't take the blame for all of Fior's problems, but my negligence has only made things worse. The dead of Fior expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry.
What does this remind me of? This reminds me of something. Not Elder Scrolls. I don't know. Are you referring to the old Balian customs of offering fresh food for the recently dead?
That's exactly it. Well done. I have always observed it, and I brought it with me when I came to Fior. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Does she mean literally?
And bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
Oh, I've got high enough resolve here. So the ritual could be carried out more for the grieving survivors than for spirits of the dead, or it seems like a waste of food when the rest of the town is starving. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Shame my perception's not one higher. That could have been handy. More for grieving survivors than for the spirits of the dead.
The ritual heals all. The spirits get one more taste of life, and the living get to offer one last gift to the dead.
I can still say it seems like a waste of food when the town is starving. This is going to go down very well.
I had to take the food. The fate of Fior depends on it. I know Elena would understand how important it is to pay tribute to the dead.
Well, if this will help with Fior's problems, then I suppose it's all worth it. I don't want to miss content. Who wants to miss content?
I believe it will change everything for the better. I believe it with all my heart. The crops will grow again. The dream scourge will end. All will be well once more.
You know what? I really hope that the Dream Scourge does end, just because we've dropped off some food at some graves. That sounds perfect. This is far from the craziest thing we've done today. Let's do it.
I like your spirit. I feel better about this already. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast.
Okay, whose bodies rest there?
Loggers from the old days.
I know the ones.
They sacrificed themselves to make the land habitable and lost their lives to creatures of the untamed forest. The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here.
Okay, starting to understand why you're struggling to drop these off. They are quite far away and in dangerous places.
They buried the bodies of settlers there, intrepid sorts that tried to tame the farther reaches of Emerald Stair's wilds. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fior, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds.
Truffle farm? I thought we genuinely struggled to grow truffles, like farming wise. I mean, like, I know it's possible to do, but it's difficult. Interesting. What can you tell me about the final grave?
Such a tragedy. A young family lost their lives there as the wilds encroached, swallowed before they could even flee.
Well, we hope this will calm your angry spirits.
I believe it will do exactly that. The spirits will find closure and rest, and the living can move on from this recent tragedy. Be careful, friends. The angry spirits lash out blindly. I cannot predict what awaits you at these graves.
Next time you want to tour graveyards, I'm staying at camp. We should help the living and let the dead rest.
I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
Okay, so got a very interesting one. And she actually stole the food as well, which is curious. That's side quest Elder Offerings. I mean, do we really want to mess up a main quest? Well, side quest anyway. Also, what's this? Forged of... Oh, Forged of Star stuff. Right, that was specifically a Dawnshore quest. Right, okay, maybe we're gonna have to go back and talk to the smith out there. She can probably send me along. Yeah, we'll maybe go check that out a bit later. Although I can't help but notice quest difficulty appears to be indicated by the number of skulls. So like Adamancy Method used to be a 3-skull quest, but now it's only 2. Maybe I need to level up a couple times before we make progress on this. That's interesting. Maybe. Right, we've got a merchant through here. Healing crystals, eh? I've heard of this one before.
And revitalize your personal essence.
Okay.
No, that Animancers were such shrewd business people too.
Apparently that's just Adra. You're selling Adra's healing crystals. You know what? That's some grift.
Can I interest you in some glaive berries or Barrett's bells, perhaps?
Okay, shop.
Welcome to Poria in Velino, the finest legitimate apothecary of Emerald Stair.
Legitimate? How's business going?
5 summers ago, business was thriving. But now charlatans are selling crystals and essence enlargers in the streets.
Ah, essence
Rumors of
enlargers.
dream scourge and everyone is buying from these swindlers. At least you've come in.
We could say you could profit by selling such products yourself. People are scared and want reassurance, that's all.
I know, I wish they'd trust my expertise. But with medicine, there are no easy answers. At least I don't have to convince you.
Alrighty, well I need some supplies. What do you have? Okay, she's got up to tier 3 gear. Hello. If I wanted to, I could go up to... That's very interesting. I could go up to an exceptional Grimoire of Storms, Sparks, Rhyme, which needs to be cold. Elements we've already got. We've got an exceptional wand as well. Hello. And Awakened Adra 2. Or we accept something slightly lower level. We've got Minalette's Conduit, which is a metal wand which does plus 5% attack damage, plus 30% max wand range, and deal 10% bonus shock damage. That's pretty decent, actually. I mean, what am I using for my wand currently? I've got my Find wand, and I've got a common wand as well. Oh dear. I could definitely use a better wand. The Find wand is not bad. It's just standard. Just a standard one. If I could get that. A lot of Helia's talons here as well. That's very expensive, mind. Oh yeah, I do need health potions though. Let's yeah, buy all of those. We desperately need those. Right, I should be able to sell some stuff. Sell you, I suppose. Sell you. Okay, I do not have anywhere near enough stuff to sell. Fine meal hauberk. It's not unique. And it's worth 600 bucks. Suppose we sell it, right? Just sell everything that we definitely don't need. Sell that kith meat. That's not worth having. Adra, leather, crafting set. I've got 100 pelt apparently. Just been collecting it all. Right. This shop's an interesting one. I would like an upgraded wand. Is it worth like a third of my money? I'll hold off on the exceptional wand, although it would be a good purchase. But only 16 more physical damage. That does way more stun. That also deals another 5% damage. Wand range goes up. Yeah, we'll take the conduit. It's worth it. We'll sell the common wand. That's fine.
All ingredients are fully stocked.
Right, what is the best weapon we can have? So this is the Grimoire, which is my melee one. Right, if it's the melee one, we'll just use a fine wand on you. But we will use Meneletta's conduit on this spellbook. Because we're actually more likely to be, you know, using it. Also, why did that not equip? That's weird. There we go. The conduit. Very fancy. Very fancy indeed. We can have a lot of fun with this. Right, let's see what we've got here. We've got more quests. I do love how many plants are just like tucked away in this area. This is very fun. This place is lovely, actually. Hello there.
Would you care for a refreshment?
What do you have for me?
If you are looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of calm, rational discussion.
I've heard that one before.
We have only 2 rules of conduct. Maintain dignity and speak in a soft tone of voice.
What is that enchanting smell?
Cloves, cinnamon, and anise are just a few of the remedies that help foster a peaceful environment. Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement.
It does?
Consider the Dream Scourge. One crisis, many ways to manage it, all of them frustrating in their contradictions. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quieter angle.
Maybe that's why Animancy's so unreliable. Everyone's fatigued. Are you telling me we should just get them all hooked on coffee?
Imagine what we could accomplish if more Animancers took a little time to focus on themselves. Now, will there be anything else?
Why is this place called the Gifted Magpie?
Believe it or not, this building was once my father's grain warehouse. One day, a magpie landed on the rafters and spoke fluent Valian to anyone who would listen.
Okay, what did it say?
Among other things, it told my father the recipe for a blueberry tart. Popular item until the recent troubles. Helia is the goddess of birds and creativity. Yes, the spiritual significance of a talking magpie is debatable. But the tale inspired others to make this a haven of creativity. And so, here we are.
Fair enough, I suppose. So what happened to the magpie? Nobody ate it, did they?
Who knows? Either it flew away on bad business, or it was just a metaphor to begin with. A good story knows where to end itself. The bad ones all end in grief.
Interesting. Can I order some tea?
Regrettably, we are out of tea. My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale, if you care to peruse them. Trinkets I have collected over the years.
Are you telling me there's a tea house that has no tea?
The fields have been unproductive of late, and what grows has not risen to our standard. I am hopeful that this is a temporary setback and not a sign of things to come.
Well, this bodes well. Right, what have you got if you don't have tea then? And let's see, he's got Merc Brew, which is coffee. He's got milk. He's got Tanny Cream. Pretty good, actually. Thorn Fruit, Candied Nut. Fresh Water, which is movement speed. Oh, he's got a treasure map. Practical Pockets. A good ranger is prepared for any challenge, but the best ranger has snacks on hand. Now that I've retired, I have no further need of my coat of many pockets. Use it in good health. They'll mind the crumbs and the smell of cheese. Well, that's very interesting. Is that going to work as extra carry capacity or something? We'll take that. Oh dear, this is glitching out. Good rangers prepared for any challenge, but the best ranger, yeah. So it looks like it's on the side of a slope next to some trees. Look for a crooked tower. That's interesting. War Mage's Bracers. Reduced ability essence cost, increase storm damage, or shock damage rather. And there's a fine robe. Is it better than this Gambeson? It's common equipment. Slightly better damage reduction. Slightly better essence. I might take the War Mage's Bracers. Essence ability cost. What do I currently have? Arcanist Gloves, which is more essence and parkour speed. Honestly, what I've got is better. Yeah, what I've got is better. That's fine. Still, that's a new map. Do love collecting maps. Also, there are quests over here, apparently. Oh, it's a job board, of course. Oh, there, Bounty Master.
And all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the Living Lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim.
Alrighty, what's your role?
Officially, I'm one of the many researchers here. My specialty is in the anatomy of the many species of Eora.
So why are you here instead of researching?
If you must know, Vulpinet, these bounties are more pressing than my research. Someone had to be chosen to man the board. That person happens to be me. At least some of these bounties result in interesting specimens to study.
Well, I mean, there is that.
Aurat Algori, I hope to see you soon.
Well, very interesting. What have we got here? Oh, there's 6 bounties here. Hello. Beldereno. A reward will be given for killing the earth blight known as Beldereno. A number of rangers and settlers perished in a natural disaster, and now their souls are bound together in agony, incarnated as the blight. Please put them out of their misery. To claim your reward, return proof of your kill to Martella in Fion Mesiverno.
Oh, those poor souls. Please bring them peace, Aimika. Becoming part of a blight is not a fate I would wish upon my worst enemy.
Interesting. Old Nuna. Oh, this is the bear, or a bear. Ancient and dangerous bear that has taken up residence within the grotto. Some citizens familiar with the region's history recognize this bear as Old Nuna, a beast responsible for the death of many rangers.
Be careful with old Nuna. I have a theory that her longevity and hardiness are due to an inordinate suffusion of essence.
Fascinating. Fletchia's dispatch. Fletchia's dispatch. Wanted. Sansa, a cartographer in Paradise, has reported his assistant Fletchia missing in the Emerald Stair. A reward will be offered for the return of Fletchia's cartographic notes. Those are last correspondence posted very close to her whereabouts. Good day to you, Sansa. I hope this letter finds you well. I'm pleased to report new progress on my charts of the Emerald Stair. I have taken up near curious ruins the local call Naku Terek. Godless perhaps? I will note it. Such architecture I have never seen. I know I should be diligent and focus on my work, but I cannot help worrying that my presence here is a burden. Though the Fiorians welcomed me warmly, it's clear they have fallen on hard times. I hope to finish quickly. I am yet another mouth to feed. Curious. The Trantons. Oh good, another bandit group. A reward will be given for killing the notorious Tranton bandit gang, located in the Western Forest. Oh dear, we've got to go there later. These outlaws are responsible for a number of raids on outlying farms. Someone needs to ensure that these raids end for good.
Oh, the Trantons. A bunch of butzos, if you ask me. But they are dangerous, I'll admit. Watch yourself out there.
The Lemgin. Wait, I dealt with one of those. A reward will be given for killing a group of the Lemgin within the Western Forest. Ah, the Western Forest. They've been acting more aggressive lately, attacking rangers on patrol and researchers out in the field.
Ah, those Delemgan. They are not evil, it is just in their nature to push back against the expansion of civilization. Still, survival of the fittest and all that, ne?
Well, more like survival of the most persistent. Zorips. I can deal with that. A reward will be given for killing the Zorips that have taken up residence in the abandoned farms northwest of Fior. If those farms are ever to be reclaimed, the Zorips will need to be driven away from the land. To claim your reward, return proof of your kills to Martella. Nothing to say about them? Nothing to say about the Zorips, apparently. That's fine. Right, I did see there's another quest over here. Somewhere.
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
Ona the Magnificent? Listen, there was another place in freaking Paradise that was all about enlarging essence. I'm kinda good, but I'm just curious.
A moment of your time, my friend. Tell me, what do you know about your soul?
Well, I'm a godlike, so I've got some divine heritage.
Wrong. Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations and too weak to survive another turning of the wheel.
Okay, so wait a minute. Are we literally doing? Wait, what cult is it again? Are we doing Scientology? Are we doing Scientology right now? I think we're doing a Scientology. How much do I pay you to lighten my soul? Also, how many levels are there?
That's the beauty of it. The first treatments on the house. The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul. So tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh?
My soul feels lighter, as if all my worldly cares have fluttered away.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. From this day forward, your life will be one of bliss and satisfaction. Do remember to tell your friends about all the benefits of animancy. Enjoy your soul.
Why are you pulling this scam?
Sticking your head in the bear's mouth, don't you?
Why are you pulling this kind of scam in a town full of people who can prove you for being a freaking fraud?
Animancy. What's good for the soil is good for the soul.
And apparently she doesn't want any money from me. I mean, I thought she would actually, try and grift me, but she's claiming to be doing me a favor. Very curious. Also, I imagine this is like the tea room. Very cozy.
And reach within sight.
More merc brew.
Inside, you say?
Let's see. What do we got here? More thorn fruit.
Careful, or we'll get thrown out of the pub.
Hello.
We're already thrown. Really? Huh. And when did that happen?
Journal of Valentino Casanueva. Among animatic notes and scribbles is a brief excerpt that catches the attention. I've gained much in my latest initiative, and I've enjoyed myself despite my misgivings. Still, soon will come the day when I no longer need to court either of them, and I do long to return to my sweet solitude. Oh right, this guy's just Casanova, isn't he? Until then, however, I must work. While Cinea's work remains inscrutably meticulous, I have liberated the innovations I feel would be most beneficial to my own goals. And while I bristle at Isalia's continued frivolity, her insights under the influence of drink have proven that her notes contain value I could not find elsewhere. It could be said that neither deserves the ill that I'm doing to them. I argue that both will benefit by seeing their work brought to life, even if credit is never received where it is due. Oh right, this guy is basically just stealing the credit for other people's work. Love that.
I had one job, and I couldn't even do that.
Fidelio! Hello there, Lieutenant.
Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been?
Another troubled Fiorian? Is everyone in the city miserable?
Not everyone has the ranger captain breathing down their neck. I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate.
Oh, I've got resolve 6 out of 6, so this is helpful. A burden shared is a burden lifted, you know.
Well, I suppose the worst I can do at this point is waste your time. I'm Fidelio, Lieutenant Fidelio Sarat. I lead one of our ranger outfits. At least, for now, it is.
For now? That sounds ominous.
We were helping with the recovery effort until we hit a snag.
We saved old Felipe from one of those pits. Though, that might do you more harm than good.
As if that weren't bad enough, I'm losing track of these searchers, too. My 2 youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here.
Well, that bodes well. They've disappeared before, haven't they?
3 times this month. They're going to be the death of me. They're besotted. I can't get them to think about anything else. Belena and Adelaro were my most promising recruits. Now, all they do is sneak off to,
Get to know each other. Dip the pen in the inkwell. Have relations. Screw each other.
Oh, fine. Get right to it, then.
Well, there's worse places to make the 4-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh, man. This brings me back. Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and I...
Don't have the perception here, which is a shame. Maybe they're not finished, if you get my drift.
What they're doing is their business, but rangers have to come when they are called. Wait, gods, you're relentless. The point is, they've never been gone this long. The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Northern riverbed, you say? Sure.
2 young Nemdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Pour you a drink, godlike?
Hello there, Zavi Brewer.
Well, I'll be a godlike in the bone and bore. Apologies for the ruckus outside. The animancers never know when to shut their mouths.
Perfect. I'm in search of an animancer. This place is full of them. Why have we not asked any of them? Yeah, what were they arguing about?
Our crop yield. The governor thinks we've just had a bad season, but the Koilichi and the Giata figure differently. They are the only animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously.
Let's see. What do you think?
You see this pub? No one here is an animancer. We are Fior's labor. Rangers, farmers,
Have another
and sentries. We've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad. Terrors stalking the wilderness day and night.
Well, the stories are true. I've seen the dream scourge myself.
Birth's bells, of course. If Emerald Stair runs out of food, we are in dire straits anyway. We've had crops fail before, but never food rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we can. Agreed? Anything I can get you?
Well, yeah, tell me about the bone and boar.
What are you fixing to know?
Yeah, tell me some history of the place.
I opened the place after my brother cut me out of the family business years ago. I opened the Bone and Boar for all the customers he found undesirable. The rough types.
And what was the family business, as it happens?
In a word, tea.
Ah.
My parents were the first owners of the gifted magpie. Mum was an animancer, and the pa wasn't. They fought constantly. Because of that, my brother Hector hates conflict. It's ruined the magpie's business.
I do love the number of sibling rivalries there are in this game. This is the second time we found like two siblings who disagree with each other fundamentally. We had the mage and the blacksmith in the last place. And now we've got a bar owner and a tea shop owner in this place. This is great. I love it. Just sibling things. Hello, Wendy. Good to see ya. Hopefully you're doing well. Excuse me, I'm eating cookies.
I've tried many times to talk sense into that head of his, but Hector, he's stubborn. Visit the magpie and talk to him. You'll see what I mean. Now, is there anything else I can get you?
Something tells me I'm going to be able to get a tea recipe from these guys at some point. That's going to be fun. Oh, he's got lockpicks. Great, let's buy them all. You doing pretty well tonight? That's good to hear, Wendy. Hopefully you continue to. Grog. Wait, was Grog always this good? Do I have Grog? Sort by... Do I have Grog? Hold on. Also, you can sort by value per weight. That's brilliant. G, Grog. Oh, I've got Grog. Cures poison, bleed, and elemental accumulations, and restores health based on the amount cured. 70% poison, bleed, and elemental damage resistance. Grog's amazing. Liquor and water, apparently. Ah. Just watered down alcohol. That's fun. Hardtack, local grub, Saucho, Tarloaf. Nah, this is all fine. Although keep in mind that Grog is just the most useful anything.
The crops are ruined. All of it.
Can anything be done?
Bly thinks I
You're
have to give
sounding
up
unhappy.
farming, leave him.
Adelaro, my love, I want to see you again. What about our patrol tomorrow night? The woods give us some privacy. Don't be the word to Iena, though. He went straight to the captain last time, Belena. Right, well that tells me where they've gone. Woods. Right, what else have we got floating around in here?
Ado,
oh.
Welcome to my fine establishment, Amica.
Merchant Stefan, hello.
Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop.
Also, thank you for the hydrate and posture check.
Weapons or armor?
I will hydrate with iron brew. Oh, I can show this guy the star metal. Excellent.
Is that Gelard? This is star metal. Very rare stuff. Where did you get this? Nay, don't tell me. I'd be tempted to go looking for some more, and that would certainly not end well.
Okay. What makes this metal so special?
Star metal is exceptionally dense. It weighs much more than one would think from its size. More fascinating, however, is that this metal is suffused with dormant essence. This makes it naturally susceptible to enchantment.
Interesting. Can you do anything with it by any chance?
No. Unfortunately, I don't know how to work the metal into anything useful. Only enchant it. I did receive a shipment from Solace Keep recently, however. A mace crafted out of star metal, brought to me by a trader from Galawain's Tusks. I suggest you make your way there if you're looking for someone to work that beautiful metal into a proper weapon.
Galawain's Tusks? Come on, it can't be that complicated. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this stuff.
I'll take that bet.
And I'll take your money eventually.
Is there anything else I can help you with, Aimika?
I love having companions with in this game. Do animancers have much use for weapons and armor?
Nay, not really. But not all of us in Fjord are animancers, you know. Besides humble craftsmen such as myself, we have the rangers to outfit. Under normal circumstances, I'd not sell to a traveler like yourself. But as I'm sure you've seen, these are not normal circumstances. Care to see what I have?
Let's see what you got. But you're not an animancer, eh?
Officially no, but I have been known to dabble with essence infusion here and there. I have one such item for sale, actually. A beautiful mace made of star metal, crafted by the finest smiths of Solace Keep and enchanted by yours truly. It is a wonder to behold. Care to see?
You know what? Let's have a look. Okay, these things are expensive. If I hadn't bought that that wand of mine, these would have been very worth having a little look at. So which is the star metal one? There's 2 of those, so it can't be that. It's this one, lodestone. I think. Yeah, solid star metal. This blocky gilded mace is a prime example of Pargrun artistry at work. Though the weight distribution of the weapon takes a bit of time to first get used to, there's no denying that the oversized head of the mace is brutally effective. The solid star metal core of the weapon causes it to strike with a meteoric force that few creatures can stand firm against. So it's got Tremor, power attack deal low stun to nearby enemies, and greater stunning plus 20% stun. Yeah, it does 72 stun. That is pretty powerful, actually. Also, we can buy some Adra here, as well as crafting gear. Excuse me, apologies. Let's do some buying of crafting equipment. And some more of those. We are burning through my money though. We've only got 2,000 left. At some point, I'm going to have to sell some of the unique gear I've been picking up because I've kind of got a lot of it. Very slightly. Still, well worth it.
Welcome to my fine establishment, Aimika.
Right, what else we got going on over here? More Helios Talon, more Spring Breeze. Okay, I think we've explored everything that isn't.
What if I wasn't a ranger?
Okay, not everything. Giata's house, eh?
Flower picker. Huh?
Apology of the Living Lands by Arthur Castell. No one can explain why the living lands naturally grows and thrives in an unusual manner. We have seen plant life consume mountains overnight, creatures tall enough to knock over mighty trees. Beneath it all, a potent river of wild essence. Civilization has not found a stable foothold in the living lands. Whenever we try, there is some reprisal, almost as if the island knows how to shrug us off. Curious. Lockbox for me though. Some hardwood, nice.
Because we drink it all.
And we got food in here. Brand's Fury, which is interesting. Paradise and Trout Pie. Let's not steal someone's food. That would be an unkind thing to do. Right, let's find our way up towards the quest objective. Not been up here yet.
Jata, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
I've heard that one before.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now.
Anything you want to talk about? Hello there, Ignazi Vidaro.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
No, I'm infected with the Dream Scourge. Yes, I am, actually. Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I'm also looking into the Dream Scourge.
In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Well, as a matter of fact... Oh, so you can just go immediately into flirt. Excuse me, but I'm talking to this captivating young lady. Oh, dear me. I'm your dear known for. Is that official enough?
Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure she didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms.
Let's see. That's why I'm here. Perhaps an animancer can help me stop it. Also, I do love the idea of trying a run of this game where you just completely ignore it. Where you're just like, no, there's no problem. There's no Dream Scourge. You folks are just overthinking things. Some superstitious locals. Oh, shit. I got the wrong one.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its
I clicked the wrong one.
Cut off the Dream Scourge at the
I clicked the wrong one.
Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
I thought animancers leapt at bold experimentation.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
Dude, what's your trauma? I could say let me take her off your hands. I'll make sure nothing goes wrong.
I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be.
Looks like it wasn't a critical
choice. Are you going
choice.
to tell her about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
I love that you can say if we work together, I wouldn't stand between you and your ambition. Let's see. What was that about your family's basement?
It's nothing. Our governor is backed into a corner and lashing out. I almost respect him for it. Buy me a drink sometime, and I'll tell you all about my family's basement.
Interesting. Ale, wine, or something stronger? No, let's deal with the Dream Scourge.
I thought you'd never ask. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chiata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Mesiverno.
Yeah.
Whoa, you're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
Well, this justifies why Giatta can still come into town. You just can't live here. Let's see. Yeah, you are making a mistake.
Perhaps. But I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my animancers.
Also, getting rid of her is not going to help with that.
They aren't your animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Mesiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Well, this is interesting. Well, I think we've just met our next companion.
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Also, missing person, Maxim Vidaro. I'm offering a substantial reward to anyone who can locate the remains of Maxim Vidaro. He vanished in the wilderness of Emerald Stair 10 years ago. His journal is also missing. I will accept it as proof of the discovery. Maxim was our founder, my father, and a devout Skaenite. He would not have left us without good reason, so I have every reason to believe he hasn't gone far. Curious. Right, well, looks like we've got another new person to go check in on. But since this guy's opened his door, unlock with 3 or a bedroom key. Well, actually, hold on. Let me just little mosey around here. Surely there's a bedroom key around here somewhere that you wouldn't mind misplacing for me. You're a butler. Buttle off. Also, did I hear a bird in here? I think I heard a bird in here. I see a key. There's a bedroom key. Yoink. Aha. Valiant breastplate, you say? Let's see what one of those is. Okay, so it's pretty heavy armor. Lesser bulwark, plus 2% damage reduction, plus 1 additional damage reduction. Okay, sure. 20% move speed. The ranges of Fior Mesiverno are known for the distinctive armor. Though perhaps not the best attire suited for tromping around through the wilderness, the armor's design is undeniably effective. Despite the extra chain and padding reinforcing the armor's weak spots, the armor does nothing to slow the wearer down. Emblazoned on the front of this breastplate is a symbol of Fior Mesiverno, featuring the 5 stars from the flag of the Valian Republic, above a symbol representing the Wheel of Reincarnation, in honor of the animancers of the city. Well, that's fun. I do love just coming across loot in this game, it's so satisfying. Soul Pod, and Ignacy Vidaro's journal. I have sworn to the people on my family's honor that there is no dream scourge in Emerald Stair. If it exists, it cannot touch our land. When I'm alone at night, I must remind myself of that promise again and again, even if I must scream it to these empty halls. Why do I feel threads pulling away from the fabric of my community while I strain to hold them together? It's the old man and his protege, or else my imagination, but probably them. Mother's condition isn't helping my cause. Neither does wine. Okay, something tells me his mother has the Dream Scourge, and so does he. His mother's in the later stages, and he is in the early stages. He's starting to get paranoid. It's not paranoia if you really do have the Dream Scourge. Also, that's adorable. Little electric little blibbers traveling along the lights. Those are adorable. There's the man himself. Final journal of Jonas. My son. Tomorrow I become the effigy. Tomorrow I become Skane's embodiment on Eora. Oh dear. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip. For months we met by secret conclave to plot our landlord's demise, all the while working the fields as if our hearts were content. Skane teaches us to plot with the mind while keeping one's face impassive, inscrutable. Fair fights are for those with armies. The quiet slave is our whetstone, our focus. In his worship, our cause finds focus, clarity, and possibility. Tomorrow, my master chokes on his own whip. By the time you read this, I will be dead. I pray Skane does not abandon me for speaking of my plotting, but a son deserves to know how his father died. For I have volunteered to be the effigy. Skane will inhabit my body, using this old farmer's simple flesh as a puppet of godly rage. I have been shaved and anointed. Tomorrow morning, I will be your father in name only. As my manhood will be removed, my nose and ears removed, and my useless mortal eyes will be replaced with flint stones through which Skane might see the world. My son, I am sorry for the lies I have told you these past few seasons, but Skane demands secrecy. Even your mother knows nothing of my furtive service to the quiet slave. Curse my name if you must, but never weep for me, for I die for the betterment of our community, to smite our lord's corruption from the face of Eora. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip, for tomorrow I become the effigy. Okay, talk about religious extremism here. Curious. Skaneite scripture, this should be interesting. Burn. Feel thy hatred twist within thee. Feed thyself on its bile. Sustain thyself on its anger. This hatred, this bile, this anger, these shall be the tools for thy rebellion. Let thine heart seethe and cope. Not cope. Let thine heart seethe. There is no satisfaction in open confrontation. Hide thine hatred. Let it grow that it may fester. Make thy plots in secret. The quiet slave stays in the shadows. His face seeks not the light. In darkness doth he work. In darkness doth he move. Rebel against those that seek to control thee. Rebel against those that wish to remove thee. Curious. Estelle's copy of the Midwife's Memoirs. The title page is inscribed, "To my beloved Estelle, in celebration of your quickening. I know how our Queen of Birds comforts you. Helia's wings bear you both on safe winds in the months to come. With love, your Maxim." My mother lived every note of life's song. Bringing me into this world was her last verse. For this, my father scorned me and abandoned me. And for this very same fact, my town's midwife and adherent of Helia raised me as her own. When I came of age, I learned that Helia visits us on the screams of women in childbirth. And when a woman dies giving life to her child, her soul is carried away and reborn as an avian attendant of Helia's court. Through the miracle of the Queen of Birds, my mother has been with me, watching over me my whole life. I wear the fetish charms of the Cloud Singer, the bird I dreamt my mother became. My feathery trinkets look gaudy and unbecoming, but it is a signal fire to women in need that I'm a trained midwife, blessed by Helia, and living every note of life's song. The Queen of Birds wills us to shepherd new life into the world, and not, as the other gods so often desire, to end it. A follower of Magran once mocked my faith, saying I worshipped paintbrushes and birds, piddling things beneath the gods. I do not resent the other gods and the brutal necessities that they must have oversee. But is not language, love, the arts, and creativity that which separates us from simple beasts? Helia allows us to rise above our savage, feral selves. I am often amused that upon seeing our holy aviaries, visitors frequently ask, "That's nice, but where is the real Temple of Helia?" Perhaps they think hallowed ground requires oppressive stoneworks and ceilings that hide the sky. They do not realize the bird queen stands not on ceremony. She makes herself manifest in the music of birds and in beauty of the ubiquitous open sky. Helia prefers the worship of 2 children singing over 1,000 petitioners silently praying for victory. The Sky Mother asks so little of us, and yet so much. We are charged to live every note of life's song. It surprises me how many fail to embrace this divine calling. Very interesting. You've got a note. Iata's agricultural report. Right, this will be interesting. Governor, my research points to one inevitable conclusion. The harvest will fail. Before you ignore me again, read on. Listen. My father spoke of a river of souls flowing through the island. The souls feed on our crops and power our machines. We agree on that much. What do you think happens when the river gets polluted? If you don't believe me, look at your own farms. The soil is hollow. It might even have the dream scourge. The time has come to break the bones of the living lands and set them in a more agreeable fashion. It may be Fiorme Zaverno's only hope. We should discuss this in person. I'm confident you'll see reason. Okay? Iata Castel. Break the bones of the living lands and set them. What was it? And set them in a more agreeable fashion. That's something pretty drastic right there. The Erochian calendar. Named after the inventor who studied the motion of the stars, Erochio's calendar replaced its less practical predecessors in 2680 AI. The Adirian calendar was steeped in the traditions of its post-tribal kingdom and included, I think that's included rather than included, days of reverence devoted to political stations long since rendered obsolete. According to Erochio's observations, Eora takes 334 days of 27 hours each to orbit the sun. Oh, that's interesting. He divided the 16 months of 20 days each equally by their seasons. Whether or not it coincided with the Adirian calendar, farms and smaller communities traditionally reserved 3 days for prayer and preparation between each season. Erochio factored these days into his calendar, as well as those reserved for celebrating the beginning and midpoint of the year. The names of the months and adjacent days of celebration are listed below with Valian translations. Let's see. New Year. A day to celebrate the arrival of the new year. Of all the holidays, this one is celebrated by most people around the Living Lands and the Valian Republic. Each new year is greeted with a fervent zeal to begin things anew and start with a fresh slate. Deep winter. Boniverno. Late winter. Pariverno. Spring dawn, 3 days. In prima. Used to celebrate the transition of the world, rebirth, and spring. Eothasian festivals are especially prevalent in this time, or were prior to the Saints' War. Early spring, pre-prima. Mid-spring, maj prima. Deep spring, fon prima. Late spring, tar prima. Okay. So, Inverno is winter. Prima is spring. Summer is Estu. And then it's there's prefixes. So okay, so there's a prefix and a suffix for all the seasons. So pre, maj, fon, tar. That sounds like it's the prefixes, and it sounds like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe it's early, middle, deep, and late. So pre followed by tar, maybe. Interesting. Summer rising, 3 days. Inestu. Period of transition from birth to growth. Many ceremonies designed to usher children to adulthood take place during summer rising. Preestu. Majestu. Mid-year. A day of reflection and introspection. The year is half over. People made promises on New Year use mid-year to assess their progress and renew their own. Then Fonestu, Tarestu. Autumn falling, 3 days. In autumn, harvest celebrations happen during autumn falling if the crops were particularly bountiful. If the harvest was small, Supplication is given to the gods, asking for a better harvest the following years. Preautumn, Majautumn, Faunautumn, Tarautumn. Or Tarautumn. Yeah, Tarautumn. Hello, Chibi! Good to see you, Chibi. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, Raiders. Hopefully we're having a fantastic day today. Do tell, what were you up to, Chibi? What were you up to? Let's have a little shout out for you if we can. Oh, shout out's already in. Thank you, TV. Nuggy raid indeed. More Need for Speed Underground 2. Hopefully you've been having fun. Hopefully so. You've been racing. Oh, good stuff. Oh yes, welcome, welcome, folks. For those who maybe aren't familiar with me, I am Melanie. Mad Science? Mad Science is a thing. Mad Science certainly is a thing. We have been playing some Avowed, and it's been fantastic amount of fun. We got a little bit distracted breaking down the rules of how their calendar system works. 16 months of 20 days each, with 3-day holidays between the seasons, which is very fun. But yes, hopefully you had a good time there, Chibi. By all means, if it's time to get some rest, get some food, attend to needs, by all means head off. That goes for Raiders, that goes for everyone, really. But yes, hopefully you've had a lovely time today. And hopefully you have a good time ahead of you. We're just, well, we've spent the last hour or so just wandering around the new city that I've came to. And we're learning fun things. Because I found books. Soon we'll be exploring the wilds again. So stick around if you want to see a little bit of the game. But absolutely, do head off if you need to. Let's see, we've got Winter Dusk, 3-day holidays. Inverno. Winter Dusk is filled with celebrations of life and vigils for the dead. The world is returning to sleep. Plants die, and those still alive raise a toast to another year. Then we've got Early Winter, Pre-Inverno, Midwinter, Magiverno. Okay, that's fun. I figured out how their calendar system works. And an anonymous letter. Interesting. Governor Vidaro. All this talk of the dream scourge infecting the land has grown too loud to ignore. If it was just Quilici, we could see our way past it. Call him senile and the discussion's over, yes? But Giata is speaking for him. You'd be hard-pressed to find an animancer who doesn't cross Giata Castel. To put it plainly, we demand results of one kind or another. Let the old man do his research, or find some way to discredit him. If you're lucky, he'll discredit himself. What are you afraid of, Ignazi? We wonder. Either way, this has to end. It's tearing us apart. Your father would have put a stop to it by now. With patience, your friends in town. Okay, someone pressuring him to deal with Giata. And Quilici. His friends in town, eh? Right. We've got a book on Animancy in the modern age. Right, we'll get distracted by this shortly, and then we'll go out and do exciting things. I've nearly picked up all the quests. Animancy is a science both respected and reviled, sometimes by the same person. For all the research done on the topic, we still know so little. Control over life itself. Something animancers have been working toward for hundreds of years. There are no real records of how the practice of animancy was first discovered, but once the spark of knowledge ignited, there was no stopping its inevitable discoveries. In 2260 AI, animancers, as a result of their extensive research, successfully contained and transferred a soul. The subject of the experiment, whose name is unknown, was young and wealthy, but infirm. The idea was to move his soul from the dying body and into that of a recently deceased man who had suffered an accident. The new body, bearing only slight decay, would house the soul, giving the man a much better life. The outcome of this experiment resulted in the condemnation and outlaw of animancy in the Adiran Empire. Again, while we have no true records of what happened, as they were all destroyed after animancy was outlawed, a journal was discovered, a makeshift confession by one of the participants. Excerpts from that journal follow. 2260 AI, Fon Prima, 16. It is done, and the gods forgive us for our arrogance. I'm not sure what I was expecting. Certainly not that. But what did any of us expect? Still, Behind the revulsion, there is a sense of pride. Something I can't deny. All the research, the studying, everything we worked for. We thought we'd change the world. How it's changed. All was in place. The twisted form lying on the table next to its new vessel. The equipment had been prepared. The tinctures and potions all carefully crafted. Every detail painstakingly organized to ensure success. We most assuredly succeeded. The procedure went exactly as it should. The soul extracted from the old body. Held, bound in place to prevent it from moving on. Then the next step, transfer to the fresh vessel. It was beautiful and terrifying. I listened as they spoke the words of binding. I watched the soul move. Not the soul itself, of course, but the vapor we used to detect it. As it lowered into the vessel. A gentle luminescence covered the body, and then... nothing. Silence. Darkness. I held my breath, afraid that even the slightest disturbance would destroy all our hard work. Then motion. Then, dear gods, then... blood. How did I survive? I do not know. The vessel rose from the slab and the room breathed. Every person crowded around the tables exhaled. Some cheered. We had made life from death. We had become eternal. The body closed its eyes and tilted its head, looking for all purposes to be listening for something. Or to it. Then its eyes popped open and it moved. Its lips peeled back from its teeth and a horrible expression of fury. It fell on the nearest man, tearing his throat, knocking him to the ground. Then the room erupted into screams, shouts, and a flurry of bodies running, pushing, doing everything in their power to get away from the creature sitting on their colleague. But right before that happened, in the split second before the chaos, when there was nothing in the air but a stunned, terrified silence, I heard it. Sitting there on his chest, face at his neck. And it was feasting. Right. No wonder they dislike animancy. That sounds grim. Governor, do you have anything more to say about this note I found? This anonymous letter?
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Giatta is a spirited animancer, but she can be intolerable at times. Whatever you may think of us, I welcome you to Fior Messiverno.
Nothing interesting to say. You really don't believe this crisis is as bad as it looks?
I believe the nature of the living lands is unpredictable, and animancy is our best chance at getting it under control. But what Giatta wishes to do is more dangerous by far than what she's trying to solve. Quilici wants us panicking over what he can't even prove. If there's a threat to Emerald Stair, it's that old man and his fear-mongering. Don't waste your time on him.
He sounds like very responsible about the Dream Plague. Let's see, why are you so afraid of him?
He was loyal to my father, but never to me. And he knows how to rally others to his side.
He reminds me of a lieutenant I served under. Led us into a trap because he wouldn't admit his maps were wrong.
If there's nothing more, I have a city to run.
Do you know Elder Rosanna has... Oh, no, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. We are not selling out Rosanna. That would be bad. That would be a bad thing. We like Rosanna. We've got a quest to do with her. Right. I do believe we've explored pretty much everything in Fior Mezzaverno. I haven't noticed the place is relatively small. Quite cozy, actually. It's quite charming. Oh, there's... Wait, that's proper Emerald Stair. Okay, so it's all just Emerald Stair. That's fine. Let's go to Giatta's house. Which is this way. Let's see what she's got to say. I love this town. It's so pretty. Right, here we go. Giatta.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Oh, Giatta.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
Let's see, Giatta.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please. Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
He's focusing on the wrong problems, that's for certain.
What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Misiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
Let's see. Can we still fight the Dream Scourge?
We'll have fewer resources to work with, but anything's possible. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want, on my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
You talk like you have a vendetta against it.
In a way, I do. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Okay, you're interesting.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
I've worked with animancers before. From a safe distance.
It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days.
As people keep reminding me, that's true. But you think there might be a connection?
Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by...
Helping you pack?
No, sorry. I don't know what came over me. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your Misiverno. Forever.
Say, for God's sakes, Quilici, say something encouraging to your people. Take all the time to think it over.
As much as I would love that, we're already out of time. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
Alrighty, so it's a professional consultation we're after. I can handle that.
Glad to hear it. Your education should come in handy. Monto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fior. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, what is your theory on the Dream Scourge anyway?
I'd rather not speculate until we have more data. If you have questions, I'm sure the others can answer them. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Right.
Since she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Looks like
Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Hey, I like research. Research is fun. Right, so there's someone over here. Yes, Monto over here. And there's two people outside an Emerald Stair proper. And oh my goodness, look at all these map markers. That's the Elia consultation over there. Speaking about the grain merchant. There's Elder Offerings at the Truffle Farm. Ranger HQ's over here. That's good to know. There's Beldareno's lair. That's fun. The Lemgun. The Trantons. There's Battle Scars. Elder Offerings. There's the Missing Ranger's quest. They're not far. That's Zorips. Okay. I think what we'll do then, we'll go over towards the truffle farm first. Well, we'll turn this in first. Then we'll go to the truffle farm, and then we'll kind of go anti-clockwise.
Welcome to my fine establishment. I mean,
Right, what's in here? This places. Oh. A fancy workshop, you say? Right, there's gonna be loot in here. This place is gorgeous. Hello, Monto.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop.
This place is hardly modest. It's incredible.
Well, maybe to you, but I was educated in the great laboratories of Spirento, in the halls of experimentation. But you didn't journey all this way to hear me reminisce about the old country.
Let's see. What do you know about metaphysical anomalies in the living land? But actually, first of all, explain for curious outsider. How does animancy work anyway?
What a question! If I were to answer in full, we'd be here for several decades. In short, we animancers study essence, soul matter, if you will. Nearly everything has some essence, including you and I. Here in Emerald Stair, we use essence to enhance the crops, power our machines, even animate corpses. That is a preliminary explanation, but one that should serve, I hope.
Alrighty. Yeah, what do you know about these metaphysical anomalies?
More than most, but less than I would like. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked.
Maybe I can help you fix it.
Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source.
A battery of grimoires?
Grimoires can hold intense power, but not for long. Besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in essence. It's too dangerous at this scale.
Very cool, though. Good to know it's an option.
One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove.
Oh, good. More trips to the west, then. At the risk of stating the obvious, we're standing in front of a massive Adra pillar.
Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards.
That bodes well. Let's see what we can do then.
Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
If you can convince her to hand it over, I'll be more than impressed.
Well, we'll see if we can do what we can then, Kai. Right, so it's an Adragan heart that we're in need of. Right, let's have a little look at our map. We get out the northern exit. I think that comes out over here-ish, probably. I'd probably rather go out the southern exit, to be entirely honest. We spoke to you already, that's fine. Let's see. Oh, I heard loot. Oh, I've not run over these roofs yet. How silly of me to have not run over the rooftops. What am I thinking? Am I even playing this game if I'm not running over the roofs? Yes, where's that lovely noise? There we go. Found some wine, some arak. I'll take the arak. Lockbox for our trouble. Some steel. Lovely. Right, is there anything else fun up here while we're up? You save me another trip, maybe. Oh, these are just really cute. I just like this. This is fun. This is a really pretty little town. Also, Poria and Velino. The hell is a Poria and Velino when it's at home? This place? Yes, apparently it's this house, but I've already been in and spoken to her. You don't tell me that you weren't sliding there, buddy. I saw that. I saw you sliding. Right, this is fine. Right, Emerald Stair, we head west first, and then we move clockwise around the region. Let's see what we can do. Right, now we're getting in some action. Freaking hour and a half spent in this bloody game doing a bunch of exploring inside a freaking city. Got a lot more that we need to do. Right, first things first, head west towards the truffle farm. This way, right? Yep, that building there looks about right. Just keep our eye out for anything interesting going on. That's a cave over there. And there's some rolling crag bay. Some interesting stuff going on over here. What is... Oh, shit. What's that? Green throw. Okay, spiders. It's spiders. Right, that's fun. That may have been overkill. Very slightly overkill. It's fine though. Get arrested back. Right, anything interesting in here at all? Oh, there's gonna be something in here. What's up here then, I wonder? Anything fun? Oh, that's a chest. Not a rare item. Helios Talon. Sporling research log. Right, that's gonna be fun. What have we got in here? Fine mail hauberk. You know what? Not even worse. Only rarely do sporlings venture out of the wild and so close to Kith settlement. Something must have agitated them. Not our equipment, surely. It's been around for years. Perhaps the essence is to blame, as Giata suggests. Still, I would like to closely observe the sporlings. We know so little about their behaviour, and this is a good opportunity to learn. So he's watching sporlings from up here, is he? Well, we got a chest. Could be worse, honestly. Also, this weirds me out. I don't know what the deal is. Right, grab a little bit more essence. We are heading this way to the truffle farm. Right, where's this truffle farm quest? This is in Elder Offerings, which is apparently a difficult quest. This bodes well now, doesn't it? Right, keep our eye out for nasties in the vicinity.
Right. This place has seen better days.
Manamancy equipment in here. Grave site's up there, but I can't help but notice. There is for looting. That is a dirty key. This place is feeling very abandoned. Feels like it has been for a while. That just lets us in here. Is there not downstairs? Is there not? There's an upstairs, but no down. Curious. More spiders over there. Don't trouble me, spider. Ah, here's a way in. Because we've got the key, we can walk on in. Unique item in here. Love finding a unique item. Valian Gauntlet. What are these? Parry efficiency, increased attack damage with swords and daggers. That's pretty good, actually. The Rangers of Fjordmaze of Erno are known for their distinctive armor. Ah, yes. The metal bracers provide ample protection against enemy attacks, while the supple leather allows more control and maneuverability to enhance the combatant's blade work. You know what? That's actually really good. Not for me, but it is good. Truffle Farmer's Journal. 12 Fonetsu. It's no use. I hide the truffles under the floorboards, but the boards still come for them. Damn things must be able to smell them from miles away. First they uproot my entire herb garden, now this. One of these days I'll wake up and find they've crashed through my door and torn the entire place apart. Probably me too at this rate. I don't care how much they pay for truffles in Spirento. This isn't worth it. I'm heading for the docks tomorrow. I can ply my trade anywhere. I don't think that's true. I think truffles are like notoriously difficult to farm. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here anyway, so that's fine. Just watch out for Spooder. Who's that? The King Skeleton Wizard. Oh. Please die. Oh god, I died. Okay, that's fun. Well, you're dead now. I've got Fire Aura going on as well, which is very exciting. The benefits of dying. Oh. That's him down. Yeah, that skeleton wizard was nasty. Did not appreciate that. These little guys go down fairly easily at least. Get a little heal on. Do you have any loot on you, buddy? Just an essence potion. That is not the most exciting thing in the world. That's fine. Got a nasty over there. There's also... just thorn fruit. That's fine. Yeah, plenty of nasties around here. That's a shadow. Come to expect there to be shadows around here, to be honest. Apparently resists lightning attacks. That's fun. Still died though. Oh, they've got buddies. Right. And down he goes. Right. We need to leave an offering. That's something we can look at doing. Please don't let anything come and attack us. We're leaving you food.
I get the symbolism of giving perfectly good food to the dead. I just think it's dumb.
There's a lightning eye. That's good. Keep the angered spirits at the south coast gravesite. Right, we just need to hunt them down then. That's fun. Right, next objective. That's Elder Offerings. We don't care about that. We want to go down here to meet Elia. So that is part of Animancy method, I believe. Where's Elder Offerings? No, it's not. What quest is it I can actually do? I can do Missing Rangers, apparently. I can do Battle Scars. Yeah, these rest of these ones are very difficult, apparently. It's fun. Right, down we go. Although, if I see anything particularly interesting while we're wandering, that's Ranger H. Ah. I think I recognize that. The far side of that's where the treasure is. Also the nasty over here. Hello. Looks like it's just a spooter. Oh, these things are so susceptible to damage. Yeah, let's go this way. We'll go on a slight little wander. Let's see. Let's have a little look at my treasure map. So the tower's point is on the left-hand side. We're looking at a couple of copses of trees, and then it's on the slope. So yeah, we need to go this way by the looksies of it. Let's hunt some treasure, shall we? Man, this game is just so pretty. It's lovely looking at all the weird stuff going on in it.
That tower's for Fjord's Rangers. It's where they stand around and argue about the best route to Shatterscarp.
Right, I think it's over here roughly. Is it not? Right, there's a tower. That's the copse of trees right there. We stand over here. Oh, there's a bear down there. That's fun. Let's get a look. Treasure map. There's a little copse of trees there. It's just past there. Right, hold on. That. I feel like the view's up there. So the treasure's over here. Aha! I think this is the one. Unique item for me. You shouldn't have. Gilda's handy hide. Light armor +2. Fine quality. What do we got here? So minus 20 essence. Reduced incoming fire, frost, and shock damage. 40 maximum health. You know what? Not terrible. Shelda was an incredibly talented survivalist of some renown in her life. Though in death, she has become something of a local legend. Hailing from the White Winds, she travelled an incredible distance to make it all the way to the Living Land. Throughout her travels to and around the Living Lands, Hilda was known as an extremely benevolent woman who made friends with just about everywhere she went. Whether braving deadly storms at sea, the scorching breath of a drake, the frozen winds of her own homeland, or trudging through acidic bogs, Hilda's spirits never dampened. She survived more dangers in her time than most Kith can ever dream of, and one day died peacefully in her sleep, surrounded by the many friends and allies she had made on her adventures. That's very sweet, actually. I will continue to wear my Arcanist Gambison, though. I will continue to wear that. Still, very worth doing some treasure hunting. That was the treasure, right? Yep, that was the treasure. Thank goodness. Right, we're going to head down towards point B now. We'll go talk to Elia and see if she's got a mission for us to wander off to the west as well. Who knows? Get a little sense for that. Something that I do like, actually, is how... As I was saying, something I do like about this game is how I completely forgot what I was trying to say because I realized I was running right into a bunch of spooters. I don't know, I just really like how much story there is through items. Like, you know, it's not really any it's not really a Dark Souls or anything written. It's no Souls-like, but you can see that they've taken some cues from it, which is quite cool, actually. I quite like it. Do you mind? Die, please. That's then dealt with and got loot all over. Lovely, lovely loot. There's another lasty over here, apparently. Wait. It says there's loot here, but I don't see... it's just spider legs. That's fine. Another spider over there. Just finish them off nice and easy. If they're wood crawlers, they're weak against my fire damage, which is very handy. Oh, we got something interesting tucked away in here. Nothing rare, just a bit special. Vessel bone, lockbox, silver penny, tanned hide, steel chunk. Worth it. Didn't cost me anything. Let's see, you got a moonstone fight plate armor. Interesting. And you are tanned hide, hardwood branch. You know what? Shall not say no. These people just got murdered down here, didn't they? That's fine. Their loss is my gain. All that. It's nice though. Just exploring around, finding some interesting stuff. May as well give myself a full heal. That's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to do. Borling Corruptory. Oh. Let's deal with those. Uh-oh, chest one. Another death bloom. Oh, those things have yeeted me off of cliffs before. I did not appreciate that. Also, thanks for the posture check and the hydrate. My posture is good. TV, I blame that on you. I was hydrating when I should have been dodging. And he goes. Could use that Legrand's Fury, but it's fine. We dealt with them all right. No more loot here. Unique item here though. Time capsule. Oh, that's adorable. This capsule was placed on the 1st of Pre Prima 2784. Annie Irocchio. Alright, so Annie Irocchio is specifically that calendar. Yeah. These pieces of our homeland were precious to us. Carried from across the sea to a new frontier. We place this cash not for ourselves, but for those who might one day inherit the land we dared call our own. Fiorme Zeverno is a project as much as our home. The test of our will against the wilderness. By now we may have lost that battle, but that does not diminish why we fought. Enjoy this land while you can. As we did then, so shall you now. Maxim Vidaro, Governor. Well, that survived maybe like 20 years or something. Good to know. We get some alcohol. What's this? Eothasian boots. Right, what are these? Carry capacity, resolve, and stamina. Well, I'm currently on Constitution. Do I want Constitution or resolve more? The extra stamina is much better. So yeah, let's go for the Eothasian boots. The persecution of Eothasians following the Saints' War threatened the lives and safety of many innocent men and women. Still, there were those brave souls that stood up to those that would see them dead because of their faith. These boots were worn for many years by such an individual, who put their own life on the line to defend their faith and their fellow Eothasian. Remaining on the move to avoid detection was all but required, and these boots were of great assistance in doing just that. You know what? I'll take that quite happily. Very worthy addition to my kit. And these are Settle's Arrow. Yeah. I feel like when you start recognizing some of the fauna in a game, you know? It's rather fun. Okay, we've got a little hut over here with some people loitering outside it. Oh, your quest!
I explained all that. They still said no.
Gods, someone has to do something.
I'll see if I can do something. Hello, Delina.
I don't know what to do. I just don't think they're gonna stop.
When did the Rangers start taking the Zarib side?
Why would the Rangers outside the Zorips?
You tell me, it doesn't make any sense.
We have had some of the finest animantic farming equipment available until Zarips came and destroyed it. I spoke to the Rangers about it, but they say the Zarips aren't acting aggressive or killing anyone, so there isn't much they can do.
That's odd. Why would Zarips attack equipment and not just continue the raid?
Well, I don't have the perception for this, sadly. Maybe we can do something about it.
Finally, someone with a little backbone.
The Zarips have made camp in the swamp to the northwest. I'd say be careful, but my guess is they won't attack you unless you give them a reason. Just go check it out and let me know what you find. I'll let the Rangers know once the Zarops are no longer a threat. Gods go with you, my friend.
Okay, so what's the deal with these Zarops then? So the Zarops are, that's the Rangers. Is that the Zarops? Yeah, the Zarops come all the way from up here. They somehow decide they want to come all the way down here. There's Farm Zarops, by the way. All the way down to here in order to destroy some farm equipment. Something's up. Something peculiar is going on here. I don't think there's anybody up there, which is a shame. Anything tucked around the back of your house? Doesn't look like there's anybody inside it at all. That's irritating. Well, whatever. Right. We got some more of these little guys, the sporelings. And also, Marius and Kai want to talk to me next time we find a base. Ow, I dodged that. Right, I've got lightning active on you, so you're going to do damage over time to the people around you, which is very handy. He goes down, fantastic. Also, we've got a nasty up here. Oh, you died. That's good.
We got them all.
Okay, anything fun going on in this house? This looks openable. That's barred. Let's see. You know, I actually think I really do prefer using melee to deal with these guys. It's just so much more satisfying, you know? Right, no way up there. Can't go up here. Okay, how do I break in? Is there a ledge? No, no ledge here. There is, however, this little section. Coastal Farms.
Oh, more of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
What stuff? The mushrooms? Let's see. Oh, we got a painting. A treasure map, you see. Very interesting. That's around the back of Fior Mezzaverno. That's it there. Looks like there's a little cave somewhere up a slope just up from a little campsite next to the waterfall. We'll see if we can figure out where that is at some point then. And got a little common chest here. Some money, some crafting equipment. Can't say no. Treasure map painter's regret. There is no place for art in the living lands gone mad. Once this was a haven of free expression and research. But our voices have been silenced, our defiance stilled, our colours blended to obscurity. If you still have hope, find and carry my paintbrush. Perhaps you can succeed where I failed. Okay, apparently it's a magic paintbrush. Maybe it's a wand. That'd be quite nice, actually. Well, that's going to be worth hunting down at some point. Right, there shouldn't be any more.
Told us that Animancy would save our crops, and now look, spoiled on the vine. Zarops won't even touch them.
Okay, spoiled food. What was that I was just saying? Yeah, there's not going to be any more nasties on the road. Why are we not hitting? Bear died. Lovely. How are the others doing? You're frozen. You're resistant, but that's a you problem. Job done. Very handy, actually. That is not an aura. A little body over here. Yeah, there's rot everywhere. Right, let's set a little camp. And we'll see what our companions want to talk about. Let's see what they've got to say. Also, it's reminding me to do upgrades. Yeah, I've been neglecting doing upgrades for a little while. We know. Where do I do upgrades? Also, that's a shrine to Wodaka. That's an enchanting station. Workbench. Here we go. Right. Okay, so I can upgrade the Gambeson a little bit. That's probably worth it. I have been enjoying having this. Gambeson is great. Right, let's break this down. Break down this robe. Break down this plate armor. Yes. Upgrade this. Define quality. Thank you very much. What's the next level? Tandhide and Helia's Talon. Yeah, we can do that. So it gives me more damage reduction. And just becomes better across the board. Let's just go for it. Go crazy with it. So we're running a bit short on Helia's Talons. Next we need Awakened Adra. That's fine. Can't do much with that. Minoletta's Conduit. We're at +1 already. We need Helia's Talon and Hardwood Branch. We've also got Grimoires. We've upgraded this one. We're short on Softwood Branch. Well, it's not Softwood Branch we need. Oh, it's also Softwood Branch we need. That's irritating. Minoletta's Conduit we can do, though. Can we get this up to tier 3? Looks like we can. And the Grimoire. We can upgrade this at least once. That's pretty decent. Is it worth upgrading the Fine Wand as well? Probably not, to be honest. I'm going to break that down. Yeah, this is all good. I'm quite happy with those upgrades right there. Also, I do believe we can downgrade. No, I don't think we can. That's fine. Can we enchant anything? Ooh, the Conduit we can enchant. We've got Copper, we've got Vessel Flesh, we've got Primal Wind Spirit Residue. And we can choose what we want to go for. What more likely to want to do? Overcharge Missile. More attack damage and wand range goes up by a lot. Or power attack, steal moderate stun to nearby enemies. We've already got something that lets me do that. Charged missile of increased attack damage and wand range. Moderate stun with power attack. I've been neglecting my power attacks actually. When using the wand. The detonation's pretty good. More stun. Or just more damage. I think let's go for overcharged missile. So we go for this. Overcharged missile. Sounds good. Which gives me much more range on this thing, which is going to be very nice.
Kai, I need you to stalk like a cat, not stomp around like a Balrog.
My training was a lot bigger on stomping than stalking, unfortunately.
Right, and I got cooking lessons in Solace, but you don't see me making beetle mash every night for dinner. The bears out here can hear a snapfly dropping Sokka from across the stair. You don't want to get eaten, you need to walk softly.
I'll remind you of that next time you start playing your flute at camp.
That is different. Bear's natural prey doesn't tend to play flutes.
They might show up to get you to stop.
I've had this flute for years, and I have yet to be killed by a bear.
On second thought, maybe that's what's keeping them away.
I love the banter between these two. It's so fun. Hello, Kai.
You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valian republics. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giada didn't draw blood.
I'm surprised no one else backed her up.
I wish I could say the same. Living Landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here in the first place. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people, especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth.
I remember that attitude well from my academy days.
You seem to have turned out okay. You and Giada, come to think of it. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
Alrighty. I get it. Losing home is hard, especially when home doesn't love you back.
Sometimes that just makes it easier.
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giada's situation.
Right. Like, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giada, but I'm glad to have her on our side. What's on your mind?
Anything else we can talk about? Seeing Captain Ulfir and Fjormis of Erno was unexpected.
And troubling. What was it she said? The Steel Garrote will ensure the safety of Adiran interests?
Yeah. From what I've seen, the Steel Garrote will do more harm than good to Adiran interests.
They aren't going to make you any friends, that's for sure. Stay sharp. A storm's brewing. And better if we can find it before it finds us.
You've been to Emerald Stair before?
It's been years. It was always green and overgrown, but I don't remember it being quite this...
aggressive?
Yeah. Something about Emerald Stair has always been unsettling. Everything in the living lands grows wild, but it's different here. Those giant roots, whatever they are, I don't remember them being quite as big or close to the settlement.
It feels like they're reaching out to connect.
You must have a death wish.
Marius is right, and I don't usually say that in front of him. If you see anything that looks like it's trying to hug you, draw your weapon, or run.
Oh, what do you know about animancy?
Not a whole lot, and I've been happy keeping it that way. Playing around with essence, poking at souls, trying to move them out of and into places they shouldn't be, it makes me queasy. Though, if we're going to understand the Dream Scourge and your godlike lineage, I suppose we'll have to get comfortable with it. Still, I'm happy to leave those pursuits to other people.
Exactly. Other people. People who are a safe distance away.
Fair enough, I suppose. Let's see. I didn't realize Rawatans had a problem with animancy.
Not the same way Adirans do. We've got no laws against it. I've just always felt more comfortable with things I can see and grasp for myself.
I don't mind a little mystery.
Then I guess it's better that you're the one with a connection to something in the beyond.
Questions about you?
So did my commanding officers.
Understandable. Who's Tama, and what are we retrieving from his cabin?
He was my commander and thirdborn. But he was more than that, too. A mentor, friend. Tama helped me out when I first came to the Living Lands over a decade ago. I was still figuring myself out.
Was. This is you, having figured yourself out.
Hey, now I know I can't stomach rusk snout milk. As for what we'll find, I don't know any more than you.
Fair enough. You must have a guess.
I'm hoping for a good baking mold, but who knows? All I know is he said it was his most prized possession. And seeing as he was on his deathbed at the time, I wasn't of a mind to ask.
Well, we'll look forward to finding that. Tell me about Tama.
Where to start? The man couldn't carry a tune, but it didn't stop him from trying. He'd have the whole tavern singing shanties with him nearly every night of the week. He had a vexing habit of saying the thing you most needed to hear when you were least ready to hear it. He'd give you the shirt off his back and the meat off his plate. But the selfish bastard left the rest of us a world without him in it.
You loved him?
That obvious, huh? That's why I've got to put this to rest.
Oh. I think we're good for now. I'll leave you to it.
Check your bedroll for fangworms.
Let's see what Marius has to say.
Envoy? Well, that was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course, my method would have been run away under the cover of night, never to return, but yeah, this works for her.
Fair enough. You don't seem like one to avoid conflict.
Conflict? No. Consequences for my actions? Oh yes.
You're so edgy.
Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing real danger. Right, changing the subject.
Fair enough. I'd like to know more about you. You've been very cagey about yourself.
Ask away.
I understand you grew up in Solus.
Yes, I did. The less we talk about that, the better.
Fair enough. Sounds like you and Solus didn't part on the best of terms.
I see. Let's lay this out, Envoy. How about this? You don't worry about my life story, and I won't roll my eyes every time you start talking about souls. Now, we just met, Envoy, and I'm here to do a job. Maybe we'll be best of friends someday, but this isn't that day. Best we just keep things professional.
Oh. Interesting. We'll try this again another time.
Alright. Can't say you'll get a different answer, though.
Fair enough. What exactly makes you the best hunter in the living lands? I feel like we've neglected to ask these questions from earlier. It's fine.
Well, I'm one of the very few people who spends most of their time out in the wilds and haven't gotten themselves killed yet. I know the difference between hay-bleed toxin and high-tox bloom, which is something you should be really thankful for. And you know the Ballarok and the Grinning Ballarok?
What exactly is a Ballarok, first of all?
Probably the meanest living thing out in the wilds. Just as soon tear you apart as look at you. I am one of the few who have seen a Ballarok and lived. Mostly because I had the brains to run the Dragu out of there. We're gonna get you where you're going, Envoy. Alive and with as few blithe tail bites as possible. That, more or less, is all you need to know about me.
Alrighty. Something concerned me about how you handled the situation in the Grinning Ballarok.
Oh? Do tell.
What do we fancy? He seems really upset when he mentioned Solus.
We've already talked about this. I hope this isn't going to be a problem.
One day I'll get to that cold, hard exterior to the soft, nougaty center.
Right. Well, until then, let's just keep things professional.
Did you really poison that drink, or were you bluffing?
No, I didn't poison that drink. Even the rankest Nimdude walking doesn't deserve that kind of death. They clearly heard about my reputation and thought I'd do something like that. Question is, why would he drink from that cup?
That's a very good question.
Right. Why do they do what they do? The mystery of the baby wit in its natural habitat. If he was a real hunter, he'd have studied his target and known what I was capable of. Lucky for me, he was just a tourist in need of a good reminder.
Fair. Do you get people walking up to threaten you a lot?
More often than you think. Someone's always trying to get a reputation by going after people who have one. Turns out those of us who have a reputation sometimes came by it honestly.
Fair enough.
What do you need?
You don't seem too fond of mysticism, magic, or religion. Why is that?
Oh, you noticed. I don't know. I've heard stories all my life about the gods and magic, and they never seem to do any good for anyone.
Magic and animancy can do a lot to improve our lives.
Right, sure. But from what I've seen, it mostly causes problems. Magic gives a lot of power to some people and leaves others helpless. And animancy? Don't get me started on messing with other people's souls. That's just not right.
What stories have you heard that turned you away from mysticism?
Almost all of them. Andra pulling down the moon to destroy civilization. The Godhammer bomb. All that stuff down in the Deadfire. No one as fickle as those gods seem to be should ever be put in charge of reincarnation, I tell you that.
Tell me about Andra and the moon. What happened with that?
Basically, the goddess Andra wanted a civilization dead, so she pulled down the moon to do it. They say Abidan shattered the moon to save the people, and then threw himself in the way of the largest shard. And for his interference, Andra built Abidan a statue as a tribute. Makes no sense at all.
We did hear about the Godhammer bomb. That was quite cool. What happened in the Deadfire?
I don't know how you missed it.
Oh, we know about this.
The god Aethys woke up one day and decided to stomp his way across the world.
We heard about this.
Imagine an enormous, unstoppable statue destroying everything in sight. I heard he wanted to destroy the wheel and end reincarnation forever. I wasn't there, but it all happened just a few years ago. Strange you hadn't heard of it.
Oh, I've heard of it. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, I suppose.
Ah, yes. Agree to disagree. Spoken like a true envoy.
I already said that. Okay, this feels like it's not tracking which choices I've already gone for. That's fun. I think mysticism is a necessary evil. You're just gonna have to accept that.
Well, you asked, I answered. Feel free to cast all the spells and cry out to whatever gods you like. I won't stop you. Just don't expect me to join in.
Fair enough. And what's that language you're speaking?
Same one you are. What kind of blessed question is that? Oh, huh. I see. I sometimes use Lember without really thinking about it. That's what you mean, right?
I thought I recognized it.
Right. I hear Pargrunin all over the world speak it. I only know what I learned in Solace.
Can you teach it to me?
I barely realize I'm doing it anymore. If you want to learn Lember, you'll have to spend time in Solace. And that's not going to happen anytime blessed soon.
Fair enough. I assume blessed means very?
Ha, right. Something like that. I'm sure you'll pick it up as we travel. It's not that blessed difficult.
Fair enough.
Right. Changing the subject.
Let's see then. Get some rest. That's fine for now.
Not before I've done some reading.
Right. Continue on. We've done so much just exploring in town and talking to people today. Oh!
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light in a withered field.
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light in a withered field. Back for more.
The bars stifle us. We cannot recall when last we spoke.
Fair.
Hollow faces in a line. What has come of this place?
Oh, she's talking about the skeletons. Interesting. Comment about incompetent leadership. Situation's dire. Somebody needs to help him.
A hand of generosity or a gauntlet of steel. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like a well. What are these rituals?
Finally, a metaphysical topic I can teach you about.
Eons have passed. We do not recognize these strange machines. A harvest grows. The dead rise. What do they hope to achieve?
They want to learn the secrets of life and death.
Lift the shroud from the wheel. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make?
Many people don't trust animancers.
The hound cannot recognize itself. It growls at its own reflection. Should we fear it too?
No knowledge is good or evil. What matters is how we use it.
Fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash. We have learned much. Dream of soaring wings in your repose.
The voices in my head are so wholesome sometimes. Right. Continuing on our exploration. I do believe, yes, we've explored this little section already. There's zombies everywhere. And here's our friend we get to run into. And is this the spirit that was dead earlier? Hello there, Elia.
Emerald Stair has seen better days. With any luck, the turning of the seasons will favor us.
Right, please don't ask me to do a quest. Gianna, what's your opinion on the Dream Scourge?
Giata Castelli
Oh,
wants
Giata.
my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town?
As a matter of fact, banished was the word he used, probably to make it sound official.
That's our governor for you. Self-righteous even in his own ignorance. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm.
Okay, a reasonable request.
I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much.
Revenants, you say?
They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo.
Silvo. Wait, I killed Silvo. You want me to draw your thumb across your throat? Yeah, Revenant. The mindless undead who hunger for living flesh. Wait, don't call your workers revenants. They don't hunger for living flesh, do they? Some are drawn to anything rich with essence, as long as it can be devoured and absorbed. Deprived of nourishment, they will eventually degenerate into skeletons. Ooh, just like that. Yeah, if you're talking about the Revenant in your burn, I'll deal with them. But we'll ask them more questions.
Silvo is one of my Revenants. My oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture. And I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a Revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has come.
Well, any connection with what happened to Beatrice, by the way?
Silvo is on a strict diet, but I suppose he could have gotten into the crops when my back was turned. You never know with these rascals.
Yes, these rascally little undead. Love the corpse just chilling in the background. This game just does that sometimes. But yeah, where do all these corpses come from anyway?
Outsiders and travelers down on their luck. You'd be surprised how many people want to sell their bodies to animancy.
Really?
Say what you will about mercenary and military life. At least your obligations end at death.
Anyone else see a downside to giving monetary value to corpses?
Somewhat.
This is a good forever home for the undead. Better than some crypt anyway. But sometimes we have bad days.
Would you be interested in buying my future corpse? Oh dear, I hate to see what a good day at the corpse farm looks like.
They come to me for breakfast, and I let them wander the fields. Really, it's no different than raising goats.
Well, sounds like you've been through this before.
Whether you're raising cows or corpses, every farmer lives with death. And that should cover everything.
Fair enough.
You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
Well, I mean...
Envoy, a pleasure as always.
Also, she just gave me XP. I dealt with Silvo.
Poor Silvo. He was a bright young revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace.
Alrighty. How does one grow attached to a walking corpse?
You wouldn't know it to look at him. But on a full stomach, he was as gentle as a lamb. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen.
You haven't shared these findings with anyone?
And end up like Giata. No thank you. The corpses, they need me. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say.
What if it has something to do with the entity tethered to my soul?
Seems a little far-fetched. Then again, what isn't these days? You're a godlike, so anything is possible. Perhaps your nature will grant you more answers.
I'm sure we'll find out. I'm sure Giata will be interested to hear this.
Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giata are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Well, that little mission went down easy.
I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
You know what? Fair. Right, Yvette and Remy are down at the dock. So let's head down to see them. Ah, yes, we ran into them last time, actually, while I was exploring this place for the first time. I do like to explore every nook and cranny in these games. Hello, folks.
Did you hear that Giata was sent into exile?
Wonder if she needs a new research partner.
Or maybe a test subject?
We could do both. Anything to work with the great Giata Castel.
Apparently she's famous, who knew?
Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
Please let me play along. Link at them with incomprehension.
Remy, take a note. The endangered godlike's vacant gaze betrays an unquenchable thirst for violence.
How long can I keep this going?
We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
Apparently, she's just got a great sense of humor. That's actually disappointing. So, why are you talking at me like I'm some kind of specimen in a jar?
It's just that we've never met a godlike before. This is a big day for us.
Giata must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giata needs to finish her research. Deal?
Well, it does depend on what you want from me, but yeah, why haven't you told her this already?
The information wouldn't be worth anything if we just
Yeah,
gave
they're
it
gonna
to
put me
her
in a
freely,
jar.
would it? Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life?
I am not a Rainbow Dash plushie.
Next time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
Right, what would I like to come back as? Come back as a godlike, blend into a crowd, some kind of mushroom. Or I can say I'm lucky. Some kind of mushroom? Actually, some kind of mushroom could be really interesting, to be fair. Rock is sadly not the option, TV, but if that's what you'd like to come back as, certainly. Yeah, I'll come back as a mushroom. Mushrooms are cool.
Ooh, good answer.
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
Okay. I can use my resolve to say I owe you nothing. I tried to help people wherever I can. I wasn't born to be your savior. Excuse me. I would come back as a lesbian. Well, I've got good news for you, Wendy. You don't need to go around the wheel again to achieve your dream.
It's a simple question. You have a fragment of a god inside of you. All we have are silent, unsympathetic gods, and a lifetime of unanswered prayers.
I'd probably say the gods are no kinder to me than they are to you.
Insightful answer, but not helpful.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone?
Okay, godlike or infernal. Infertile, rather. That's interesting. Godlike can't reproduce? That explains a few things.
Oh, didn't anyone tell you?
My nature wasn't an open topic of discussion at home.
Oh dear, Yvette. I think we've hit a sore topic. Shame you had to learn it from us. Do you have an answer or not?
Hopefully people remember me in the ways I touched their lives.
Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, Godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Oh, please give me the bad news. I want the two of you to stop practicing animancy forever. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, give me the bad news.
There's no cure for the Dream Scourge, much in the way that there's no cure for an avalanche.
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Of course. We may be able to learn about the Dream Scourge through the essence contained in Adra.
Precisely. A godlike and a scholar, too. Incredible.
Indeed. Just as Adra channels essence, so too may it provide a key to discovering more about the Dream Scourge.
Not that we'd ever be interested in such research, of course. How droll.
Interesting. So, what do I do about the entity tethered to my soul?
An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Right, and with a little fresh sake, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell.
Well, those two are very strange, but also kind of fun.
Before they change their minds.
Yep, good shout.
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
Good question. Right, next objective. We are doing the second Elder Offerings. And oh, wait, hold on. Right, we want to ignore talking to the grain merchant. We don't care about the grain merchant, although I will want to explore this at some point. Probably. So the next thing is Elder Offerings. So let's get that selected. That's it. South Coast gravesite is down? That's interesting. I thought it would be much higher. Wait, C? Right, that's the green merchant. Don't care about the green merchant. We're going towards this one. Just 100 yards? Question mark? We've explored most of this area already, so I'm not too worried. We also killed the nasties that are up here. Apparently, and yes, down here. Right, can I get a nice ability off here? Boom. That was a one-shot, one-kill. That's fantastic. Or rather, one-shot, two-kill, rather. Yeah, we cleared this area out. Bunch of nasty dead. Skeleton Chanter, die, thank you. Job done. Nice and easy. Fairly an inconvenience. Right, where are all the corpses? Corpses that I can actually loot. Oh yeah, I fried these guys. That was fun. I enjoyed that. These guys are a great source of primal wind, by the way. Offering to the dead.
Seems like a waste to me. It means something to them.
Exactly. Exactly. Right, that went very well. Right, next objective around the map. We want to go deal with Beldereno's lair. Kill the Earthblight. Okay, are we likely to be able to do this one okay? Yep, this one's an appropriate level for us, apparently. I don't have any level ups, do I? No. And I'm only 2/3 of the way through this level as well. This is fine. I've explored all this section, so I'm not too worried here. Yeah, we need to go around the bottom. Can I hop down here-ish? Yeah, this should be fine. Lovely waterfall here. That's items over there. I'll leave that be. We'll come back here later, I'm sure. Equipment upgrade available. I'm not concerned. This place just sounds really weird. For some weird reason. There's a throwable. There's Zorip over there. Do not cause trouble with the Zorip. No, you don't see me. They see me, don't they? I didn't want to cause trouble with you guys, but you forced my hand. That's one down. Also, look at the range on this. That is awesome. Oh my god, I can kill these things from miles away with magic. That's just a beetle. That's fun. Slay 10 spiders and 10 beetles. But really? Is that much of a big deal that I killed some beetles?
Nice job, everyone.
Grenades and potatoes. Lovely. Why do you have magic build up? Go away, Marius. Stop electrocuting the rest of us, please. Bunch of peppers. Well, that cleared out those guys at least. Oh, the extra... Yeah, I'm so glad I took the range bonus on this thing. So handy. Is that a fade? I think it is. You know what? It's piqued my curiosity. It's just leading me in here. So it's not
right here.
Aggressive. Oh, that's Beldenaro or whatever it is. Oh, there's skeletons here. That was a problem. That's him down. The hell just hit me? I did not realize that that shadow was going to lead me into this area. That was a good one. That didn't hit you. What? Right, pop a potion, pop another potion. Get him. Have to say, this has gone pretty well. Oh, Kalidokali, that was interesting. Did not realize this is where my target was, but here we are. Gleaming core. Fantastic. That's a fine mace. Arquebus, we'll take the mace. There's loot up there. We'll grab that momentarily. Fine round shield. We'll probably just sell that, to be honest. For another... Yep, steel chunk. That's good. Let's see if we can actually grab that. And, ooh, if we climb up here, there's going to be further rewards. Helios Talon. Hop over to here. Should not have made that jump, but here I am anyway. And you've got Survivor's Guilt. +2. One-handed melee unique. Needling Doubt. Full combo attack deals high frost accumulation. Hits deal +10% frost damage. That's pretty nice, actually. The blade was last carried by a Valiant explorer. This lone survivor in Avalanche that buried his peers in an event known as the Beldereno Pass Incident. He chose to fall on his sword instead of succumbing to his injuries. His remains were recovered near Fiormes Inverno, where he likely didn't see the lights of the settlement through the blizzard. His weapon vanished the following spring. Curious. I mean, we just found the guy. Day 1. We set out to explore the uncharted wilderness. Quilici wanted a report on the Lemgan migration patterns. God only knows why. He has his reasons. Today we crossed Beldenero Pass. The slope makes me uneasy, but it must be done. The avalanche tore through our camp while we slept. Most were buried alive. Some clawed their way out from under the rock, but they were wrong in the head. Changed. Both of my legs are broken. It's too cold to even make a fire. When the sun rises, I will gather my courage and chew my way out of this trap. Oof. Okay, we're doing this, what was that, 127 hours? I think we're doing 127 hours, or whatever it was. I have the strength to leave this place, but I no longer want to. Something out there is howling. Once it even spoke my name. I've seen enough to know that thing for what it is. A blight, and a terrible one at that. My rangers are calling me to join them in death. For once, I will not follow them. I will remain. Curious. Very curious. Well, he's dead anyway, so... we'll, like, put his friends to rest, which is a good thing, I suppose. Right, next objective. Clockwise. Oh, now that's interesting. We've got a couple that send us way out to the west. We've got a bunch that send us north as well, and of course we've got to turn in quests for Belnadero. Right, what say we go do the Trantons first? That's going to be annoying. We go over here and do the Animancy method for the Adragan Heart. Then we kill the Lemgan. Maybe we do, well, we're down here. Yeah, we go there, we go here, we go here. Then up here, here, these two, that one, back to Fjord. Sounds like a plan. So, in which case the Trantons is the next. And apparently this one is an appropriate level for us. Good to know. Although I can't help but notice there's a whole big island down here, and I've not really explored any of it, so I'm kind of curious, to be entirely honest. Let's get slightly lost. I do so love getting lost. That sounds like Woofles. Is that an invisible wall? No, it's not an invisible wall. Anything interesting up here? Doesn't really look like it, does it? Glad I caught that. This is fine. Just stick to the beaten path, Mel. We don't need to worry too much about exploring this area. Ooh, there's an item down here. Yeah, that's a corpse. And Godlike Rune. Or godless rune, rather, sorry. I keep thinking godlike runes are godless runes. It's fine. Oh, now look at that. That's pretty. And oh, wait. There's treasure up here, isn't there? Yeah. Got a godless rune here. Can I get back up there? Tells me I can't. And we've got Zorip up here as well. Can I make it up here? Yes, come up here. This is good. So that's where I was. Yeah, I just completely ignored that I just ran past some godless runes. That's exciting. Right, let's see if I can get a nice sniper position up here on some of the Zorip down there. The grizzly bear as well. Uh-oh. Ow. That was sore. Also, just any old ice magic is good for that, apparently. That was a good hit right there, if I may say. That invoker's a problem. Deal with him as best we can. Okay, job done. Except for the fact that Kai is taking lightning damage and will be for a while. That's annoying. No, leave me alone. Stop it. Get away. You fiend, get away from me. I really wish they would, you know, just stop doing that. Really annoying. Very inconsiderate of him to just continue exploding while I'm standing right here. Ooh, petrified wood. That's a really good drop. Helios Talon. Root-bound godless runes. Well, I mean, since we're here and all, I can't exactly not explore this. Like, this is the thing. Like, this game is like big on explorers. Like, you can have fun playing the game. Not exploring and just like going to locations you're kind of told to go to. But what fun is that? Right, okay, apparently we are now over here. I did expect to cross at this bridge down here, which is a bit disappointing. It's fine, we'll follow the river down. Maybe we'll explore this little spit of land over here. But yeah, follow the riverside. Although I can't help but notice I haven't actually found anything good in these ruins. Usually there's something good in the ruins. Hold on. I mean, it's a very useful stair. I won't deny that. But usually there would be some small treasure or other. Also, I completely forgot there is a treasure hidden somewhere else as well. Isn't there? Yeah, it's up this cliff. So hold on. Let's check our map. The map that we found, not this one in our hands. Journal, treasure map. Okay, so there's a little tent, and it's just up from the tent. That's the edge of the ruins. Right, let's just find the thing first. There's the tent. Left in the rocks up here. And looks like there might be a way up to it from here. Ah, yes. That is the cave that we went into last time. Can I hop up here? I can. Make my job a lot easier. Much easier. Right. Don't tell me I actually found this cave already. No, I did not.
Something good.
I can't believe it. I could have hopped over here and found the results of the treasure chest immediately. Just sitting right here. If I just came around a little bit further. It's fine. Painter's brush, unique trinket. Plus 5% critical hit chance. Once the prized possession of a master painter, this old frayed horsehair brush is nothing terribly special to look at. But there's more to it than meets the eye. When it's on your person, you more easily notice fine details, such as individual leaves on a tree or slight gaps in an enemy's armor. That's very interesting, actually. I don't think I want to swap anything I've got. Intellect's good, essence regeneration's good, and resolve is good. Could swap anything else. Like another amulet would be good. Drinking potion clears accumulations, that's not bad. When do we pick that up? Oh, I got that as an award earlier on, didn't I? Yes. Night Mistress's favor is pretty good. Painter's brush is decent. Steel Girl medallion's not bad. Yeah. Nothing groundbreaking, I would say. But certainly nothing to sniff at. Plus, it's just really fun collecting all of these really valuable things. Also, that's a fancy fecking bridge up there. Hello. Let's, oh yeah, I just ran past the stairwell. Well done, Mel. Yeah, really surprised there's no treasure in here. Although I suppose, this being a convenient stairwell and an otherwise sheer cliff is probably its own reward. And there's another rest stop over here. We'll get that on the map because we can always fast travel to it again later. Probably well worth it. Although where does this go to, I wonder? Ah, this leads up towards here. That's fun. Yeah, we'll get this little fast travel spot on the map and then we'll continue on. There we go. Wildwood's outskirts camp. And there's a bunch of little nasties over here. You know what? We'll maybe explore that when we come to rest over here later. That's fine. I can't help but notice. Yes. Oh. There are spirits over here. Hello. The Lemgon out this way. A couple over there. Lemgon Tempest. There's a bear as well. You know what? This road does lead us in the direction that I want to go anyway, so what we'll do, try and get close. We handled them exceedingly well, as a matter of fact. Silver pennies, common dagger. Why did I bother picking up the daggers? They're useless. Right, that was a pretty good encounter. Right, the Trantons are out this way. Let's go hunt those guys down. A little bit of ruin here, though. Not that I hear anything associated. Well, oh my god, how can I just say I'm not going to go explore that? Massive freaking godless ruin up there. Yeah, okay, we're deterred. Forest Clearing Beacon, okay, that's helpful. That looks like it's the way to their camp. Buddha's over there. Yeah, let's go up to this bridge. Let's explore this ruin. This is too appealing to pass up. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I know we want to explore and do stuff. But if there's a big ruin on a cliff, I'll check it out. Also, these ruins are huge. That tree, that root. Also, it looks like I was right. The note about the world design earlier.
The spot that cartographer mentioned.
Oh, and the cartographer's over here, apparently. Let's see, where's that? The cartographer one. Mapping the living lands. Yes, there we go. It goes over this way. Well, Nakutadek grounds. The question is, what's going on in here then? Zorops? And he goes. And a cooked rabbit for my trouble.
Who's ready for more?
The Zorip, potentially. And this just leads down to... Ah, this is the bit of the bridge I was at before. Oh ho! Right, looks like we've got a little switch puzzle going on here. We hit you with lightning. That activates that and opens the door. Also, I do love having a lightning ability on my wand. That's very handy. Elemental effects, very useful. Just crafting equipment and some cash. Won't say no. Let's see what's going on over here. Also, might we go further than 3 hours today? We might. We'll probably just explore this ruin and then probably look at calling it. And there's a shop here.
Hey, you there? Need some supplies?
Alyssa, lovely to meet you.
Salutations, traveler. Welcome to lovely Nakutadek. It's seen better times, but it's still a marvel of ancient architecture.
What's going on here?
Oh, but I forget myself. I'm Alyssa, a wanderer and explorer, and sometimes even a merchant. Like now. Care to see my wares?
Absolutely, but this is a very interesting spot to set up shop.
Yeah, I get it. Truth be told, I'm mainly here to study the ruins. Nothing wrong with picking up some profits on the side though, huh? Between spare supplies and interesting finds, I've got a few things that I wouldn't mind parting with. That being said, care to see what I have?
Yeah, what do you have? Right, she's got some awakened Adra, but I can't afford that. We're gonna have to sell some rare stuff, aren't we? The handy hide is potentially wearable. I'll sell the breastplate. And this one. As much as it pains me to sell unique gear, it really pains me actually. Sell you. The pistol I'm not using. Sell you as well. Survivor's Guilt. Am I going to use that? I'm almost definitely not going to use that. Sell it. Sell those daggers. So we've got a little bit more money. War Mage's Robe. Very curious. How does it compare to the Gambeson? It's less good because it's 2 ranks lower. Damage reduction, ability cast speed. Oh, that's handy. Don't think it's handy enough for me to actually want it though. The eye-catching purple of these robes is far from the most remarkable thing about them. They're bulkier than they appear at first glance due to the thick layers of padding that reinforce vital locations. While still not as protective as heavier armor, they fare better than most other robes. A faint but constant static energy can be detected emanating from the purple cloth. Though uncomfortable at first, the sensation quickly fades into the background, and the extra alacrity it imparts upon the wearer when casting spells is definitely worth the discomfort. Well, that's very interesting. Right, we will take the lockpicks. Nothing else I'm particularly bothered about. We'll take the crafting equipment as well, because that stuff is super duper cheap. And Awakened Adra. That stuff is pretty rare. I'm going to take both of them. It's expensive, but it's good to have crafting items. Absolutely. Right, there's a way to jump up into here. Let's warm ourselves up a little bit by exploring this little corner. So it doesn't look like this is... Oh my. sarcophagus just up here. That's fun. Just crafting stuff? Just crafting stuff. Still very welcome, though. Is it possible to... Oh! I did not expect that to work. I suppose you could argue that it didn't. Because I can't climb up here. It's interesting. We made that jump, though. I also hear something tinkling down here. I'm not sure if it's inside here. But yeah, this little covered section, like, what's the deal with that? Is this... door? Does it look like a door? Feels like I meant to come up here for something. Is that breakable? Not breakable, but there is something in there. How do I get in there?
Many people to godless ruins before. Never went any closer than this.
Here's the entrance, and...
This is a spiritual haven. Could we remove the animancy equipment, please? Take it up with the governor. But he told me to ask you. In that case, the answer is no.
They're doing some animancy stuff, apparently. And some people are not happy with animancy being done in the vicinity. Yeah, how do I get into this tower? Can I get in from this one? Just a regular item over here. Common dagger, don't care. And hide is useful though. Yeah, how do I get into this tower though? There's a door over that side. Is it covered by... Ah, there's a door right here. I could have just gone into the door. That would have made sense. That's locked for 3. My goodness. Well, we have been buying more lockpicks and they are cheap, so always do it. Jasper, Helios Talon. Good crafting gear right there, I do have to say. Little workbench going on here. That's fun. Right. Oh, there's a rest spot over here too. Hello. Nakutadek Party Camp. Very good to know that there's one of these here. And I do believe there's a body around here somewhere, isn't there? Yes. Find the cartographer in Emerald Stair. Right. What does the journal say? Doesn't even say. Near a place named Nakutadek, you find the general region where Flexia was seen. Search for her. Right, which means she's going to be inside somewhere. Or otherwise in a difficult to access location.
Ready, aim.
Let's have a little look through here. Some gear here. Some eyes, some Zorit. Oh, there's a healer. Ow! Do you mind? Guys, do you not want to come through and actually help? They don't want to come through and actually help. And also that healer's in the way.
Watch the left. Turn around.
Damn, those guys are useless. They're on the ground. If you deal with that priest, the rest of them will be much easier. That's him down. And there's Zorit below me. For some reason, they decided to get themselves out of bounds. What if they can just hurt each other? Finish him! Oh, there's more? Dealt with him. Another over here, apparently. Oh, there you are. Are you stuck? Poor little guy. That dealt with them. A little bit more scrappy than I would have liked. I had used a good number of my potions, actually. Wish I hadn't. Still. How do I get back up? Over here? This works. Yeah, we'll need to try and be a little bit more careful with my healing potions. I'm a little bit short on them. What's this? Common spear, some silver pennies. A lot of Zorip around here. Looks like my target's likely to be up there, though. Don't forget to check around the corners of places. You never know when things might be hidden. Zorip Bulwark. Dealt with them. That should keep a good number of them down. Ah, there was a priest. I didn't even notice there was a priest. Kai, you holding up in there, buddy?
That it?
We got some rare loot over here. Hello. A rather unique loot. Wolf gloves. What are wolf gloves? Resistance to... Oh wait, this isn't wolf bloods. Wolf gloves. Plus 1% critical hit chance. Plus 1 dexterity. Not that bad, actually. I currently have... Arcanists. Arcanists are better. That's fine, though. Worthy rare loot. We do love rare loot. Where's the other item? Just jerky. We've got some Helios Talon. Okay, I'm not sure how much there actually is up here, though.
Nice job.
Uh-oh. I falled over. Irritating. But fine. Some loot over here. Dead Zorip. Good amount of loot on him, though. Is this the way up? Looks like it might be. Potentially. Probably not the most effective way up, though. This comes around to this broken bridge, which has... Oh, there's a big down section over there. Ah! Deep cavern. Very interesting. I mean, we saw that last time while we were exploring alongside the river, but still. Okay, interesting. Let's see. We've done our little perimeter. Let's keep exploring the top side then, shall we? Anything useful hidden around here? Got some carrots. Lockbox. Some money in tanged hides. That's okay. Nothing especially interesting around here, although we can vault ourselves in here for some unique loot. I just love how much unique loot there is just hidden around the map. Earthy Aegis. Interesting. Something is growing on my wooden shield. This is what I get for stealing it from a Dilemgan. I will hide the accursed thing until I find a suitable weed killer. Or a good set of pruning shears. Also, I think I know what the problem is. Like, why it's glitching like this. So, it's a problem with how the UI is set up. So when... Like, yeah, you can see that the image itself is like readjusting how wide it is. So when the bar on the side is... Yeah, this is a really weird edge case. When the bar on the side is there, all this is too wide, so it shrinks. But then the bar disappears, so it can take up more space. So then it takes up a full amount of space, but then suddenly you have to scroll for it, so now it's not there anymore, and it just ends up looping like that. Dear. Yeah, it's a bit of an oversight. Little bit of an oversight there. Still, it's fine. But yeah, just so many little hidden rewards for explorers. It's nice. You do so enjoy it. Right. Is that... Ah, that's nothing useful. Just thorn fruit. I mean, one day we'll be thankful for all this thorn fruit we've been collecting. One day. That day is not today, however. Right. I do believe there was a proper door that led into the facility proper. Let's see if we can get that. In here we go. To... Ooh, wait. Does this actually count? Do we have to go inside? Okay, let's be careful on the inside of this. Oh my stars. These people are just chilling in here, apparently. The cartographer is apparently on the outside, though. Edward Roquescu. True pioneer in the field of self-experimentation. After breaking his soul apart, he lost the knowledge of how to reassemble it again. May his greatest achievement never be replicated. Oh dear. Maxim Vidaro. Husband, father, visionary without equal. He gave us a new beginning, a new land, a new purpose, and asked for nothing in return. Beyond Maze of Erno is his legacy and our responsibility. Wherever he rests, may he rest in peace. Something tells me we're going to be sent here with our companion later. So I don't think this place is likely to open up for us entirely. Another little lockbox heading away. Yeah, the impression I'm getting is the companion will have us come here later. Dignity of the deceased. Life and death are cherished in Emerald Stair, but nowhere more so than Nakutadek. These ruins are a passage for souls to return to the cradle of the living land. Acolytes of Berath are expected to maintain certain procedures when dealing with the dead or dying. Families are welcome to bear witness or contribute to their level of comfort. Bathing, treat the remains with clean water and scented oils. Wrapping, we leave life as we came into it, comfortably swaddled. Passage, the remains are given 3 days to rest by the Adra Pillar. This should allow ample time for the soul to find its way. Contemplation. Families and acolytes are welcome to meditate while observing decomposition in the pursuit of closure and acceptance. Burial. The remains are taken from Nakutedek and returned to the soil. Many of these rituals predate our settlement of Emerald Stair. Nakutedek is no stranger to the passage of souls, and we expect the transition to the next life to be one of ease and relief to everyone involved. Very interesting. Fine bow I can sell. Yeah, I'm getting the impression that like standard loot, like blue loot is stuff that you just mostly sell or use as a placeholder until you can find better. Victims of Beldereno Pass, rather. The 20 Valian settlers who perished at the incident in Beldereno Pass. We pray your souls escape the mountain that buried you, the chill that froze you, and the madness that twisted you. Well, I helped with that, actually. Artur and Cordella Castell, the parents of our new companion. Beloved parents, animancers, and givers to the community. Punished for burning the wick at both ends. Someone has scratched a message onto the plaque. I miss you. Yeah, that's our new companion, isn't it? Well, don't mind me. I'm just going to help myself to some throwables.
I failed you, my lord.
He sounds very sad. Nameless Dream Thrall. We found you in winter, frozen to the ground. Dreaming but not asleep. May you find true rest. Also, some of this BGM reminds me of Fallout. Vanessa Pastor. The first Animancer to successfully travel into the afterlife. If only she could have survived the journey back. These are not the most respectful of epitaphs, are they? Luminous Alphonse, good to meet you.
Please, my friend. You can take what you want from the shrine. Just don't break anything.
That was an accident. I'm sorry. I wasn't going to rob you. Well, mostly because I have already robbed him, but still.
So he was working alone. Forgive me. These are difficult times for a man of faith. While I was at prayer, a bandit held a knife to my throat and stole the reliquary of Saint Widwin. Just look at me. Gods, I'm still shaking.
Okay. I read that Widwin was Aoth's vessel during the Saints' War. Is that right?
He was. The war ended years ago. Yet still the scars remain. Maybe the gods have abandoned the living lands. Or maybe they've abandoned me.
The gods are often silent. That doesn't mean they don't hear our prayers.
Thank you. It's good to know there's still kindness on the frontier. He fled west into the wilderness. There's nothing there but a Delimgan glade. If you find him, please, no more bloodshed. Vengeance will not make this right.
Odds are he's already dead. What's an Aothasian priest doing out here anyway?
Most of my faithful brethren became acolytes of Berith. But she is not the only god who embodies the cycle of life. This is where souls return to the living lands. Can't you feel it?
I don't know. I've been feeling a lot lately. It's hard to interpret it.
This is a place of power. Stay a while. Perhaps it will speak to you. May the light shine on you. May it shine on the thief as well. I will try to understand his motives.
A saint's relic? Where would you even fence something like that?
People who mean no malice generally don't go into banditry.
Well, somewhat disappointingly, we just got a new quest. The quest will point us in the direction I do want to go, but not quite yet. Also, have I missed an opportunity to pick up our new companion and be traveling with her? I feel like I should have spoke to her again, but I'm surprised she wasn't automatically added to my party, which is curious. Right, yeah, I think we have to get access to it from down here. Down by the down opposite the logging camp. Fastest way to get there is this way.
Touch any of my equipment.
Let's see. Yeah, here's the entrance that I want to get access to. Right. I mean, I'm both pleased and disappointed by how much there is to explore here. Also, I hear loot. Don't tell me I don't. There's loot up there. There'll be loot on that there rock. Geronimo! We got it. Just crafting stuff on a Scalabob. I like this area. It lets me see Scalabob a lot. Also, there's a plant over here. Is there anything useful? Not really. That's fine. Right. Try and go down the slope as best we can. Oh, there's a fire we can set. I love setting fires. Probably it's just got loot right behind it. It does. That's fine though. We've got a chest here. Oh, actually, I think I can just destroy those myself. Yeah, just crafting stuff as well. If it's blue, it's just mostly crafting stuff. What color? If it's purple, it means it's like more serious loot. And if it's gold, that means it's the rarest loot. That means it's unique here. Starting to get a bit of a sense for the visual language of this game, which is always good. Right. Keep going this way. That leads us where we need to go. Right, this is where 2 people died. Got a sneaky feeling that someone's gonna come up and attack us. Had a cucumber on him, apparently. Sure. Helia's Talon. There's the cleft in the rock I was looking for. And a Zorit with a common spear in it. Sounds good. Yeah, right, so it's down there. We should have considered going this way. Wait, there's another corpse over here. Hello. Just another Scalabob. A common grimoire of Rhyme. That's a frosty one. Right. We're going into Zorit territory. That's a desert beetle. You are resistant to my attacks, you little fiend. Oh, what? What happened there? They just murdered me. There's a shaman. You need to go down, my friend. Oh, my stars. That is nasty. That is... hold on. That is fire. That is bad. That is really freaking bad, actually. What stops fire? Does something stop fire? Tea is useful. We'll take the tea just now, actually. Spring breeze? Yeah, spring breeze. I think it alleviated the fire. That's a bruiser.
What's the target?
Little Zora.
You take lead.
That guy is really annoying me. Oh shit, there's a priest as well. Priest down. And there's a shaman. Okay, Kai's in trouble. Finisher. Enough to win. freeze him. Oh, that was a nasty one. That was a nasty scrap, actually. They were fairly high level. As a matter of fact. Still, we survived somehow. It only required a moderate amount of bravely running away. There's Desert Beetle. Is this you? No, that's just some regular loot. There's a cave through here. That's less than I expected in here, actually. Looks like wherever we're going, she is at the bottom of this thing. Is there a way to get in around the back? Might be. In which case, that's a bit annoying, because I came all the way down here and all. Right, that's fine. We'll just, maybe we'll see if we can go around the bottom way. Is there a way to sneak around the back? 3, 2, 1. There's no way to sneak around the back. That's a shame. Right, that's it. Good news is, we did deal with that Zorp camp. Which is good, I suppose. Even though it didn't really do much for us. Okay, maybe it wasn't that good after all. Losing to some run-of-the-mill Zorps. Okay, to be fair, they had a priest, a shaman, a big guy, and a big mushroom too. But we didn't lose. We killed them all. We killed them all. And not just the men, but the women and the children. They're animals, and I slaughtered them like animals. I hate them. Right, I don't know how we're meant to get into that area. Like, very clearly we have to drop into it. But where's the actual entrance? Like, it points me over here. This is just like the closest point to seeing it. Not in that building. We've been in that building. This is the area. Wherever they are, they're around here somewhere. Could they be heading up here, perhaps? Does it look like it? Although there's a balcony there. No. Oh good, these guys respawn. That's not fair. These bastards respawned.
Well done.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh god, I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. There he goes. That is annoying that these guys respawned. These guys should not have respawned. Also, hello there, Kurobachi. Good to see ya. Hopefully all's well with you. Right, I get the feeling that he's up there. Well, the corpse is anyway. So how do I get up? No way up in here. Maybe this way? There's the corpse of the guy that I yeeted off the edge earlier. Maybe up here? I did consider just trying to yeet my way up the cliff, but... Oh! There was a way. Hold on. Come on, up we go. We can. How did I get up the first time? Come on, let me up. Damn it. Or maybe do I have to go down? No, down won't help. Up will help. Yeah, let's try... it. That's not gonna work. How the flip do I get up here? Is there a way if I went down? No. Here maybe? Nope, can't reach that. How do I do this? Kuro has to go to work. Oh, that's a shame. Hopefully it's a good day at work for you at the very least, Kuro. You take care, be good to yourself. Take it as easy as you can get away with. Poor Kuro. It's true, poor Kuro. Possible to... Ah, there's a way up from here. Not this side. Is it possible from this side? Or will I get access to it later going through another way? It feels like I might have to just go through another way, unfortunately. We went through here. There's no way forward, there's no holes to go through. And this just leads me back around here again. Is it possible to make it up here? Oh, that was interesting. No. No chance. Can I go down this way? Potentially. Uh-oh. I'm trying, believe me. That's the last of my health potions. Shit, this is bad. We may be in trouble. Please go down. They're gonna explode. Why did I not heal them? Marius and Kai are down. Oh shit. Damn it. Right. Heal myself. I think I just healed my buddies as well. Good to know that doesn't have a limit on its range. Well, that was less than ideal. It was rather less than ideal. That was much more of a scrap than I would have liked. I don't like how few healing potions I have. On the bright side, though, I think we found the corpse. Here it is. Lechia's map. Man, that was annoying. And now we have to go back to Sansa. And she had a bunch of stuff on her. Maricridia, what's that? Is that food? I think that was food. Yeah, Maricridia, which is a little bit of health regen. You know what? That's fine. Well, that's annoying. I would have much rather be able to deal with those guys and not have to worry about fighting the same group of... what are they called over and over. Still, can't really complain too much. Not too much. I can complain a little. Not too much. That green glow is very ominous. Oh, okay. So we've got a wood axe, which is just common. I'm not going to bother with it. This should just be crafting equipment. Maybe some basic items. Yeah. It's just a common grimoire of elements. That's fine. And yeah, I should use more grenades, actually. I don't use grenades often enough. Right, well, how are we doing for time? That's 9:30. I did say I would call it once we were done with this little section. And I feel like we've kind of done everything that we can over here just yet. So, yeah, I think this might be a good time to stop, actually. Before we do, 1 health potion, please. And a backpack with a rare item. Awakened Adra. Lovely. That's very handy. Rewards for moving efficiently through the world. Anyway, yes, I think we will look at calling the stream here, but this has been a very, very good stream. We have, oh, well, it's almost claimable, actually. Very curious, actually. Okay, wait, hold on. Before we call the stream, I want to climb down here and just see what's down here. I hear loot. Just a bit of loot, some common wands. I shouldn't have bothered picking them up, to be honest. Is this a legit way up, or is this just funky? There's a cave over there. Is that a cave that I know what it is? No, it's not. Very curious. Yeah, this has been quite a significant sidetrack, actually. We weren't exactly told to come here yet. Something tells me this is going to be very important when we start exploring with our new companion. When she joins the party proper, whenever that is. But yes, very interesting little corner of the world. One does not simply create a little, what's the word I'm looking for? A little set piece like this without meaning to do something with it. But yeah, been a very, very effective little run. I've had much of my curiosity slaked. And more of it is there as well. So yeah, next time... That's a very ominous looking tower, isn't it? So next time, what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can resolve a couple more of these missions that we've picked up while we've been exploring. We have to kill the Trantons, who I've been trying to hunt down for like the last hour. We have to do the Animancy method, find an Adragan heart. We need to kill the Dilemgan over here. We need to retrieve the reliquary. Search Tama's cabin just to the north of us. We've got to find the Rangers. We need to locate a gravesite and leave some offerings. We need to investigate a Zorp camp. And we've got more Zorps that we need to kill over here as well. And then, of course, turn in all these quests. My goodness. But hey, we've done a good job of exploring so far. We explored a little bit more out here. We explored a lot of Fion Meseverno. And yeah, we also explored this little section down here, Naku today. So yeah, next time we explore a little bit of the Wildwoods. A little bit more of the Wildwoods anyway. We've only done a little. bite. I would suggest next time we should be able to clear most of what's going on here, especially if I end up playing it on Saturday. Fingers crossed we'll be able to play some more on Saturday. That'd be very, very fun. But yes, this is a good time to stop. So yes, once again, thank you so much everyone for coming along today. I do appreciate it. Thank you Kuro for dropping in. Thank you TV. Thank you Wendy. Thank you Chibi for the raid, and for Angry Dragon coming along with as well. Cadaver for dropping by as well. Thank you to everyone for coming along. Well, if you've been here from the start, you came along partway through. Whatever you've been up to today. Next stream will be Thursday. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something fun. Hey, maybe I'll even feel like playing some more of this. Who knows? But with that all having been said, I've been Mel. This has been Avowed, which is constantly fantastic. I'm having so much fun with it. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Be very good to yourselves. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye. I do love this game. It's so much fun. It is as well. Right, I saved it. Good. Also, just realized I did not quick save at any point during that entire session. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't die. I hope it auto-saves. I really hope it auto-saves. Right. Who can we raid? Who's live? Who's suffering on a Monday night alongside me? Who can we raid? Let's see. No. Let's raid. Let's raid Commissar Bear. It's been a while. It looks like he's playing some kind of AD&D style game, which is very fun. Curse of the Azure Bonds. Oh, classic RPG, very fun. Yes, we'll drop a little raid in over here. But yes, you take care of yourselves, folks. Until next time. Matane.